What's going on, everybody? What's happening? Salute to everybody that's walking through, bro. I know I'm a bit earlier than usual, just a bit, just a tad bit, but you know what I'm saying? We're going to go on and get this thing cracking. Hopefully my audio is all right. If somebody can give me a thumbs up, if my audio is all right, let me know. If not, I'm just going to keep on talking. You understand me? Plenty to talk about, man. I know I missed Monday. Chappelle, what's happening, man? Is my audio cool? Is my audio cool? But other than that, I took a break, man. I almost didn't go live tonight, bro. But I haven't missed a Friday, bro. Like I say, Friday is a staple. You know what I'm saying? It's a staple, bro. It's what this show was founded on Friday, and we gonna keep it Friday. But I had to take a break, get my mind right on some things, and I got a lot of things going on I had to handle. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be multifaceted. You know what I'm saying? Chappelle, thank you, Chappelle. You know what I'm saying? Multifaceted. You gotta have multiple, try to build multiple streams of income if you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, man. I ain't gonna remember that. Anyway, that's for a whole nother show. But anyway, salute to everybody's coming in, people in the judges table, man. We're gonna keep it rolling just like this, man. Y'all see the title, man. Everything in, we're gonna talk about amongst some other things. You know what I'm saying? In this week of boxing, the matches tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We got going on. You know, we got the Usyk, the Dubois. All of a sudden, don't nobody care. I give a damn. So you're gonna catch your boy on tomorrow with that. We got Bam, Cafu. Man, I ain't realized Cafu had that much height over Bam. So we gonna see if Bam really about that work. You know what I'm saying? We checking that out. And I know I said about the PBC card, but you know, I'm gonna be running that one too. So I'm gonna have everything. I'm watching everything. For those who don't, just know you can come over here and I'm gonna give y'all the commentary that you need. You understand me? God damn, the Angels blowing out my Cardinals, bro. What that say? 6-0. My God. But anyway. So we're going to be doing that and all of that. And we about to be covering a whole lot of other stuff. Big Turkey been on a spree. Been on this tour. And one thing I can respect about Turkey, he will make sure you hear the news come out of his mouth instead of people got to think, you know, or not think, but interpret what they believe he means or what they think he's gonna do. You know, because my saying over this way is thinking is one thing and knowing is another. And on everything, bruh, he making sure you know. Turkey not playing, bruh. And yeah, I'm gonna toot my own horn because I knew it. I knew I was fucking right. And everybody, including some people on my panel, told me I was crazy. But I wasn't crazy. The nigga said it out of his own mouth. And we gonna get to what he said. Yeah. Everybody else talking about the glitz and glamour shit that he's saying, but they ain't catch the little small shit. Now, there is one thing I do got to give other people props on because I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear it. Okay, I could be hard-headed too. So, I am myself is not without fault. Oh, shit! Yeah, I said it. I'm not without fault. 100%. Hey, what'd you say? Hey, Slick, I got a line on them leather tan phone posits, bruh. And a size 13. What you think? Hey man, get them motherfuckers. You talking about the Vanchetta tan phone posits with the rose gold check on the side? If it's those, get them, bro. The motherfuckers fire. You remember I had them. And I wish I never let them go. I'm being real with you. I wish I never let them go. But nonetheless, let me get that off my screen. Distracted me. Y'all see the thumbnail. And I'm starting with this because I want to get everybody their flowers that was coming my way from 913 to a whole lot of people that was saying Terrence was taking his fight. You know, he was cashing out. Yeah, Turns out that was true, bro. Turkey in the ring on shout out to the boxing voice, shout out to Ness. Like I said, I get respect where respect's due, bro. I gotta give it to him. And Terrence, not Ness, but Ness was asking them questions, right? But I'll say this that led into this. Turkey divulged on his own that Bud came to him, said that he wanted the right fight because it was going to be his last fight. So for all of us Bud fans that thought maybe he was going to hang around, he had no plans to hang around. Now, he did say as of late of seeing Bud. Remember, keyword, seeing Bud. He see the fire still in his eye, in his eyes. He see the fire still in his eyes. But Bud ain't say he's staying around. But what he does know, before getting this fight, he want the right fight to go out on. So therefore, all my people that was putting that in my ear, y'all know y'all.
Bud cashing out. Nigga, he going up here get this big check. He is not coming back. Ain't no way in hell.
Y'all was right. Salute to y'all 100%. I stand corrected. That fucked me up when he said that. I ain't gonna lie. As a Bud fan, I was like, what the what? No. Hence the thumbnail. That's how I pictured him. Sitting on the porch in Nebraska in a rocking chair, sitting on the millions, bro. So I give all y'all credit on that. Y'all called that. Hitman came out and said that, bro. Came out and said that, bro. I was like, wow. Nobody's talking about this like, Bud really was is gonna cash out. Now, not was Turkey hoping he can keep him going. You know what I'm saying? Turkey hope he can keep him going. But as of now, that man finna retire on our ass. And guess what? Salute to Terrence. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you, bro. They ain't gonna appreciate you till you're gone anyways. That's how the game go. When you great, they gonna hate, and they not gonna appreciate you till you gone. So, and to be young and be able to spend time with your kid, do your thing, bro. I'm not even mad at it. Now, my selfish side say keep your ass in the game, kick ass, but I'm gonna respect it 100%. 100%. Suits everybody walking up here. I see y'all. And it was a bunch of other things too. Now, this one I'm gonna toot my motherfucking horn. Fuck y'all. Nigga, I told you this man right here, bro. Oh, man. He's finna fund the WBC tournament from now on. That tournament they've been having that's not over yet, by the way, right? He wants the WBO, WA, all of IBO. He want everybody to have that same style of tournament, and he's willing to fund it. Now, we was all on a panel saying, where is he going to get these fighters from for TKO? Well, there you have it. Came out his own mouth. They could fight in those sparring matches they doing, he throwing. Right? He said they can end up on TKO. This is what he's finna do, bro. He gonna get them seen on a Riyadh card or a ring card, and they gonna be on TKO. I knew I was right on that shit. I knew it. And people said I was crazy. When he couldn't turn all the fucking sanctioning bodies, he figured out another goddamn way. And I gotta say that I admire his persistence, because I'm the same motherfucking way, bro. I'm the same way. My dad told me every house got a front door and a back door. You can't get through one of them motherfuckers. It's windows all the way around this son bitch. And he is applying that to the game, and people ain't liking it. They just not liking it. It is what it is. But the man is salute to Eddie. Eddie told us on an interview one time. He said, we out, this is when the zone hit Las Vegas, and he was like, I forgot what it was a Devin fight. Exclusive Rob, he got the interview, and my man said they're looking for world domination. That's what he said. But it seems like who look for world domination is Turkey. And he own it. And he's showing that he's above everybody platform because he done bottlenecked everybody, bruh. He done look, think about it. He done put all, and I'm going to say all, but except one so far, but all of your major promotions on one platform. Yes, Top Rank is going there. You heard out of Bob Mouth. It's going to the Zone. Everybody's at the Zone. PBC finna fuck around to go there too, bruh. Real talk. He buys a piece of the Zone. So he don't give a fuck what you do. He getting some money off of it. Then he tries to talk to everybody and say, fuck pay-per-view, it's killing us. Nah, your ass is crazy. No, we're not doing it. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to the Zone, tell them we not doing pay-per-view for no Riyadh or Ring Magazine cards. And he just keep moving, making these, dude, big monopoly moves, bro. Big monopoly moves, bro. You understand me? He's buying all the real estate to the point where you gonna have to conform. Now, I will say this. For those who are reporting pay-per-view is gone, pay-per-view is dead, not yet. It ain't gone yet. It ain't gone yet. See, the thing is about it right here, right? You got to listen to the man's mouth, right? You got not listen to his mouth, duh. Listen to the words coming out of that man's mouth. Don't listen to, I can't stand when you talking to a bride and you talking to her and you talking straight up. Hey, you put your hand on that stove, it's going to burn you. And she come back with, after she do it, well, you didn't say when or how I was going to put my hand on this stove was going to burn. No, listen to what I'm saying. Right? It's a flip side to it, bro. It's a salute to everybody coming in this thing. I see y'all. It's a flip side to it, bro. One thing I was right about. The second, I was like, uh-oh. He said it's going to be tears. So look for the price of the Zone to change. I know he said some crazy, I ain't gonna say stupid, some crazy shit, $10 and then maybe $30. So one with commercials, one without commercials and behind the scenes. You don't know how that shit gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be watching out for that because you gotta make up the revenue. He said himself, yeah, we want to make some money. He didn't say make it all up, but we want to make some money. But I tell you this, I told you. The man makes majority of his money off of advertising. For those who are not in business, advertising make a lot of money. You understand me? And if you are someone with great enough stature like a Castanet and things like that, they're going to pay you. And his cards, it's not about ticket sales. Like a lot of people, oh, he ain't selling no tickets. It ain't about that. It's the viewership. This is the world we live in. If I had 100,000 subscribers right now, I can get anybody to come to my show. Because of the viewership. They expect you to have that type of viewership. And his numbers is showing. So you're going to have SNK. You're going to have, like the Super Bowl. Everybody paid $1 million per slot to be on the Super Bowl because the most viewed sporting event of the year. And he is building this product to be the most viewed sporting event of the year. So if he doesn't want you to pay pay-per-view prices at all, imagine he sees it. He saw Jake Paul do 6 million with them girls. He saw Jake Paul numbers on Netflix. Oh, I got to go to Netflix. We putting Bud in them on fucking Netflix. Yeah, the commercial revenue finna be crazy. Crazy. He don't give a fuck if one motherfucker show up to that damn stadium. Long as over 60 million plus probably finna watch this goddamn, I'm exaggerating, but you get what I'm saying. Watch that damn show. A Bud and Canelo, imagine how much revenue he finna fucking bring in, bro. What led me to the conclusion before it came out of his mouth, before the SNK thing, look at his shows, bruh. Look at how the Zone operate, bruh. Look how Top Rank start operating, bruh. They will fuck you over doing the whole fucking card. You watch from the prelims all the way to the co-main event. Not one fucking commercial. But soon as the main event start, commercials. Because they know majority of people don't care about nothing else going on but that main event. And commercials start rolling. But when I saw the Prince bought into fucking SNK, when I saw him buy into fucking Undisputed, when I saw all of that type shit, dude, his rings got more fucking sponsorships than the boxers got, bro. I knew I was fucking right. And he said out his own mouth, commercial fucking revenue. I can give a fuck about a ticket. I can give a fuck about pay-per-view. That's what's killing us. Put eyes on these commercials and they gonna pay me. And that's just smart. That's just smart. If I can get two of the biggest boxers, pay them this. If I'm paying Bud, what they trying to say, 50 million, whatever, and 100 million for Canelo, imagine how much he making in revenue off advertising, bro. Just think about it. People throwing it at him, like, we'll do this, we'll do that. You understand me? Pay-per-view is not a guaranteed thing. Pay-per-view, like you said, piracy and all that. And even before piracy, you had fight parties, bro. Like, I felt like he wasn't hip. Like, motherfuckers weren't stupid, right? You could bring up Pacquiao, Mayweather, but just think how many fight parties was thrown during then. I was at one. With about 50 motherfuckers in the house watching on a big screen. So before that piracy shit, motherfuckers throwing straight up fight parties and charging niggas to come in and fuck all that. You get what I'm saying? Piracy made it easier where I ain't got to get up. I can just watch it at home, X, Y, and Z. But bruh, the game is there, bro. He finna revolutionize it. Now, I'm going to get to this other part that ain't nobody talking about because, like I said, don't take something that somebody says and then turn it to what you want it to be. He said no pay-per-view for what? Ring and Riyadh. Nigga, pay-per-view is still here. Nigga, you still finna, Eddie finna still do pay-per-view. Bob still finna do pay-per-view. All of that shit, bro. Simple as that, bro. They still finna do it. You think they're not? The only reason they haven't been with their fighters on that card because he's paying the promoter and the fighter. They don't give a fuck after that. Nigga, you done gave me my fee. Oh, man, I don't give a damn what you do with that dude. I don't care. But if Turkey not involved in a card, bruh, rest assured that card we got with Shakur, Berlanga, and all of them on that card, bruh, that shit probably been split up to 3 pay-per-views, bro. On some dumb shit. Straight up. Straight up. If Turkey wasn't involved. Dude, and I'm telling you right now, I would be shocked if somebody right now saying it should have been a pay-per-view. Streaming is the way. Even though streaming always been here, what the hell you think HBO is? When you get cable, that's streaming. I mean, I don't know how people differentiate it, but at the end of the day, he see the future, though. He sees the future. See, you got to understand the ways of a hustler, bro. Right? A hustler will do one thing that he don't care about, but if it makes decent snaps, he's going to do it. And then he takes them snaps and invest it into something else. If you think Turkey really gives a fuck about boxing, you're a fool. He's a fan of boxing, but he's generating money in boxing for the Prince. The Prince got bigger. His eyes bigger on something else, which I know about. If y'all hit on that 2030 shit, this is the whole move. So the money that's coming that they generate for boxing is going into something else. Only about 20% of that shit gonna come back into boxing. At the end of the motherfucking day, that's what a hustler does. I'm trying to tell y'all, start fucking listening. The man is telling you plain as day out his mouth. 100%. Something that we've been wanting. And people don't want to hear it. So, sad to say, pay-per-view is still here. Until they bend the knee and 100% come on back around and say, Turkey, we need you. If they with Turkey and Turkey's involved, he do it. Now, you see how Turkey do, though. He pulled out the Conor Ben and the Chris Eubank fight. He said, I don't want to do that shit. Fuck y'all. Y'all play too much. I ain't got time for shit. So if you ain't on his type of time, you know, it is what it is. Now, I read somewhere when somebody was mad about that, like how he act. But, nigga, that's his money. That's how I am with mine. I don't know how y'all with y'all's. Hey, you playing too much. I ain't got time, bro. It is what it is. If you say you going to do something, do it. If you're not, I move on. I'm like that, bro, because I want to make stuff happen. You know what I mean? Right, Brooklyn hit capitalism. So why not move with the times? You know what I'm saying? Instead of staying with yesteryear. When you see in platforms like I'm on right now, YouTube, I'm over here on X. They getting paid off the advertising. They getting that. I don't get nothing off that shit for real. They getting all the revenue off of that. They getting motherfucking 70% of it. He see that. Advertisers are willing to throw their motherfucking money out there to get the generate sales for them. He see it. It was just the promoters of Top Rank and so on and so forth. They weren't seeing that. They saw a little bit, but when you ain't got the viewership, you can't demand them dollars. When you got that viewership, you could demand them big fucking dollars. Nigga, I'm the Super Bowl. You get to dictate. Right? Don't send me an offer. Just ask me, can you be on it? And I'll send you an offer. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to send you how much it's going to cost. That's what Turkey mind at, bro. And I've been saying, he been trying to find a way. He ran a roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. But like I said, like my father taught me, every house got two doors. And if you can't get those, they got windows. He found his way in, bro. Whether it was a back door, front door, window, he don't give a fuck. Basement door, he got his ass in there. And now it's going to be hard to remove him. The difference between him and the Don King, he got infinite fucking money. He got infinite money. And I'm not tooting his horn, bro. But when a peculiar person like that come into business, bro, I got to watch him. I watch them how they move, what moves they making. And it's not just to be nosy, it's to learn, bro. It's to learn. You know what I mean? They can make fun of his name or whatever. They got all of them like this. He got them all like that. Help me out. PBC finna be next. This card right here, I don't know. Cool card, no doubt. I hate Fierro pulled out, but at the end of the day, after this card, what's next for PBC? You know he been doing business with PBC, but PBC need funding. Where's PBC going to end up? Is PBC going to go to the zone 2? If they smart, I believe that'd be the perfect fit. Whether they want to do pay-per-views or not, but they'll give inspiration to the fans, hope to the fans, not inspiration, but hope to the fans that at the end of the day, maybe, just maybe, fights can be cross-platform, because for the longest, the biggest roadblock was networks. Well, now y'all on the same fucking network. What's gonna be the excuse? And maybe if some of them fights that's worth it, people will actually pay pay-per-view for, right? Like a Shakur Tank. I think people will pay pay-per-view for that, right? But I think that now pay-per-view can go back to what it was really reserved for, was for the elite, the elite. Now we can give meaning back to that word elite. The elite who generate dollars. Those motherfuckers can do a pay-per-view. And people won't complain. Because the complaining came in when you want to charge everything as a pay-per-view. Everybody's not a pay-per-view fucking attraction. Now maybe resumes can mean something as of why this dude's on pay-per-view. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it can add credence back into these arguments that don't make fucking sense right now. You feel me? Now, another thing he touched on was his Kid Austin situation, bro. I don't know what to make of that shit. I really don't. I don't think they gonna come back and retaliate against Turkey, because I imagine De La Hoya like, keep y'all mouth closed. Y'all not finna fuck that. Y'all not finna close this door on me. So y'all shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you can fuck his business up, right? But for him to say that, you know, how bad y'all talked about my country, and we was on here talking about that. I don't know if people wasn't over here or any of that shit. We was over here talking about that, bro. You can't be talking about them people country like that. You was poisoned. You can't backslide. They treat us very well. And you know, they treated my
son with everything. Hospital, all of that. And you know, it was great. And, you know, without them, I thank y'all.
Right. Then he turned around and say,
they poisoned my son. They turned around and poisoned my son. Somebody knew went on. He ate there, and all of a sudden he's sick.
You can't do that, bro. You can't do that. I don't give a fuck what nationality your ass is. I really don't. I don't. You know, a man is a man. And if you step the wrong way, you liable to get squashed. And Turkey, in my opinion, did the right thing. I'll be damned. You talk about me, my country, and I ain't doing no putting a fucking bankroll in your pocket that you never seen before. Go say we poisoned you. Motherfucker, I flew you over here. The fight. Like, all of that, bruh. See, this is why I say, well, niggas, I swear to God, niggas just can't get their fucking shit right, bruh. Can't get your shit right, bruh. Sometimes we get in our own fucking way. You understand me?
They poisoned him. That's my boy. That's my son. Y'all can't, what? Y'all think I ain't supposed to say nothing like that? They done broke to my house. They done called the feds on us and then stole the passport, and then we finally get over there, and then they get poisoned.
Man, stop that shit. Now you played yourself. You played yourself. When everything that you thinking ain't meant to be said, bro. Some shit supposed to be behind closed doors, bro. And I'm just being one. Like, to make all them stories, all them rumors, all that shit up, now it cost your ass. And that's sad. Because it wasn't Kid Austin saying it. It was his damn daddy. To be fair, Kid Austin might have had food poisoning or something. But his daddy that went off the Richter scale, you understand me, jumped off the plank, jumped out the window, and just went on a tyrant thinking that whole ass shit is pressure. Ain't that what you kids say? That pressure, when y'all niggas don't even know what pressure is. That shit don't work with a man. Because a motherfucker, I mean, I don't give a fuck. Because what I say is law. That's how I run my house. So this man's in charge of running the entertainment for his country. What he say is law. Once you do that, that's a wrap, bro. Now, do I think Schofield Jr., Kid Austin should get another shot? Yeah. But it should come with out your daddy. Cause that's some fucked up shit. Your dad done bounced a big check, bro. Is it that check was astronomical. And for that man to say, man, what the fuck would you do? This man come over here talk bad about your country. I bring him and treat him like he a king. And then you want to talk bad about me? Because you say you got sick? But then when you go home, you want to say we poisoned you, we did X, Y, and Z? Man, stop it, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Stop it, bro. Not only that, it's just a track record of rubbing motherfuckers the wrong way. From all the way, that's some shit. From Saudi Arabia, all the way to America, bro. You known for just starting shit and talking shit. That's crazy, bro. Now, I have not personally talked to this man, right? So I'm not going to cast a stone like I know this cat. I'm not. What I'm saying is just from the interwebs and watching, bro, it's a bad look. It's a bad look. And in this day and age, that's all people got to know. This shit right here on the internet is a digital resume. That's why I call it, bro. Your job's looking at your social media now. Hell, if y'all ain't been keeping up with the law, you know they on that big beautiful bill, they passed the law so jobs can look at your shit. They can look at your social medias and all that stuff to determine if they want to hire you, which I think is BS, but it's crazy, bro. That's crazy. How do you take solace in that? I feel bad for the kid, bro. I feel bad for the kid, bro. You got to know when to step back and let them do them. Your job is to raise them into being a man and then let them be a man, not be a man for them the rest of their life. I get that they're your kids, but let them be a man. Now, when they start slipping and messing up, step in. But let them be that. Let them show the game that you gave them, right? Let them show the world what you raised them to be. But I guess in this day and age, it's a little different, right? We supposed to grow up and hold our sons' hands more than our daughters and walk them through life. You know, I feel bad for anybody that's going through that because no. If I had a son, because I don't, but if I did, whew, y'all would hate him. He'd be a monster. Y'all would legit think he crazy. 9 times 10, he probably would be in boxing. Y'all would think he crazy. And ask him, your daddy don't do this for you? Man, he don't help you, don't fix breakfast? You don't do this? Man, shit. Hell no, my daddy let me get up, cook my own fucking food. Because that's how I feel. These niggas ain't even cooking their own food, bro. These niggas don't even know how to flip a pancake. They don't even know how to make a hamburger. And I'm talking about not the patties that you buy from. I'm talking about make a hamburger out of hamburger meat. They don't know how to do none of that. They don't know how to barbecue. They don't know how to change a motherfucking tire. They don't know how to do none of the shit that me and supposed to. That's how I feel. Now, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong, though, but, it is what it is. But they would probably think my son was crazy. They don't think my grandson crazy, that's for sure. I know that, because this era is weird, right? Moving along with the weirdness, another man that he talked about making fun of his country and basically disrespecting him was Teofimo Lopez. So Teofimo Lopez is out of there. So all the questions about what Tio's finna do, man, that's a huge question. He had 11 million on the table for 3 fights. Could have snuck in there and still got the Devin Haney fight, turned it down. And now you getting nothing. Zilch. The man say he ain't gonna deal with you because of your tweets and the racist shit that you be spewing. And I ain't gonna lie, this is one where I am happy that happened. Because he's a product of this shit. This internet shit, he's a product of it where like these kids don't get it, bro. right? You can't just say what the fuck you want to say and think people not supposed to give a fuck and then turn around and be like, it wasn't really that bad. It wasn't this. It wasn't that. No. The person that's receiving it gets to interpret how he feels. You don't get to say some shit and then tell him how the fuck he should feel. That's not I need to stop cursing, but that's how it goes. In what world, probably y'all world, but not my world, you can't just talk mess, be racist and this and that and the third and just keep your hand out. You can't be nasty and needy. Where in the world can you be nasty and needy, bro? If that's how y'all get down, fine. But not me. Not me. And I done been through it. Man, you mad over that? Man, I ain't mad, but no. You should have thought about what you said. I don't care that you apologize online. I don't care that you took the picture down with the dictatorship shit. I don't care about none of that. At the end of the day, you burnt that bridge. We can still talk. Just don't ask me for nothing. If you're on fire, I'm not going to piss on you to put you out, bro. I'm not going to do it. Ain't no water around. Yep. Nope. You just going to burn. You made that bed. You got to lie in it, bro. And for the people that's on Twitter, oh, man, he's a hater. How that man a hater? How you going to call the man with the money the hater, but the fool that took his time, his sweet time to edit photos and make racist tweets, right? You're not going to call him what he is. That man hated on himself. He played himself because he felt like he was untouchable. Because the people that are around him are truly not his friends, should have been telling him, hey, bro, that is not the way. You can do that amongst your friends. They allow you to do things like that, cool. But in business, no. Especially not with the person that's paying you. I don't care what demographic you from. As a man, if you a man, I know you can relate 100%. But he played himself, and for them, like I say, it's a bunch of them on Twitter. Oh man, that dude a hater. He racist. How you gonna call that man racist? When he done sat there, came in the game, put checks in every pocket. And you know what? Let me clean it up, because just giving people money don't not make you racist. But he's still paying people. But when you sit there and be racist towards the person, whether he racist or not, and he got money, and you begging for that money, bruh, and he had high house for you. He constructed a whole deal. 3 fights, 11 million. I ain't heard nobody yet that mess with Turkey get a 3-fight deal with a set amount of money. If y'all have, let me know in the comments. Who else that messed with Turkey got a 3-fight deal? Well, besides Canelo. Who else got a 3-fight deal with that's mapped out for a certain amount of money? Don't worry, I'll wait. So Turkey must have really liked him. It took all the time to build a relationship, and it took 1 second to lose it, bro. And that's the rule of life. Trust is a hell of a thing, ain't it? Trust is a hell of a thing. Talking about loyalty and trust. Man, y'all don't even know the meaning of it. But at the end of the day, man, it's a lot going on. We got Usyk Dubois. I keep saying Dubois. DJ, if DJ was on here, he'll kill me. But Dubois, I don't know who I'm picking, bro, but I see Captain 007 said Dubois for the upset. That's a big boy. Tyson Fury is big, but he fat. All right. His feet ain't the best. None of that. But Dubois coming off this high street, his confidence seemed high, and he's in shape. I don't know, bro. This just might be a different fight. This just might be a different fight. I'm definitely on that one in the morning. I'm watching that. So y'all gonna catch me for that. But I don't know. Another one too. I want to say. Talk SD said I got Usyk for the repeat. I'm gonna say this, man. I don't know. I don't know, bruh. I don't know. I'm probably gonna pick it right before the fight. I probably pick it right before the fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So tune in. Bam and Cafu, I'm going with Bam. But I like the height. I like that he got to go against the height, the reach, the age. And we get to see if Bam really that guy. I'm really intrigued by that fight. Very intrigued by that fight. Casino said the boys got the juice now, so he going with Dubois. All right. I'm with you. I said his name 2 different ways. Y'all caught that? I said Dubois. Dubois got the juice now, bro. He going with Dubois. Y'all got me thinking, I don't know. Maybe I'll let y'all know by the end of the show. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I just don't know. And I'm trying to think about variables, right? If Dubois come out swinging, and I mean this, because this is a game changer. If Dubois come out swinging like he did against AJ, Usyk may have a freaking problem being so small. And if he can land some heavy blows early, it's going to be a problem. If he come out boxing, showing the smallest grain of intimidation, I think Usyk might pull it out. Because see, what Usyk got to do is just boxing, be small, get up under him, stay up under him, and win. You know what I'm saying? As he should as a smaller fighter, bro. Right? Just get up under him, stay up under him, land your shots, and win. He's not on no knockout. It's not coming. But if the boys stay on, know how not to smother himself, right? And lay hammers like how he was on AJ, Usyk might lose, bro. That's why it's hard for me to pick on this one. Talk SD said Dubois got a lot of supporters, young and power. Usyk climbing a mountain. Usyk been climbing mountains though, bro. We can't discount Usyk. We can't discount Usyk's work. He beat AJ twice, which was the man who fought everybody. Lose or win or loss, he fought everybody in the heavyweight division, bro, right? He can't beat him twice. He beat Tyson Fury twice, bro. He beat Dubois once. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I can't discount that body of work being small. Like, this before then, like when I was talking about him coming to heavyweight, before he came to heavyweight, I was like, he going to heavyweight. After he won the Ali Trophy and all that, I was like, he going to heavyweight. And everybody was like, he too small. Well, we seen small fighters come up. I mean, we do know who Holyfield is, right? They said the same thing about him. He's a living legend. Usyk might go on to be a living legend. If Usyk beat Dubois, that's 2 times for him. And not only that, this man is giving rematches and finalizing the deal, bro. That right there is crazy. He didn't have to get AJ. He didn't have to give Tyson Fury. He could have just kept moseying along and just whooping everybody. Nope, I'm going to make sure y'all understand that I'm the man. And that's what, I don't know, bro. That's what's make me hard to go against him. I don't know, man. I don't know. G-Fish was good. I don't know. I don't know if I want to go against him in this. I really don't. It's a tough one for me, bro. It's a tough one for me, bro. Captain Double said, did y'all saw the clip of Dubois working the body on Don Charles? Nope. I ain't see that. Like I said, I took a break, bro, from boxing all week, bro. I just got done watching that K1 karate. And what was it? K1 Karate 55. That's the closest thing I came to boxing, I swear to God, today. And I've watched a couple interviews, you know what I'm saying, but not no real matches. Imagine clearing your weight class and going back for a second round. That's what I'm saying. If you go back down to cruiserweight, bro, and fight over. Could you imagine him fight over Tyre, bro? Oh my God. I would love it. Bro, I'm telling you, Usyk is on a Hall of Fame spree. Real talk. He's on a Hall of Fame spree. If he beat Dubois, man, can't no. And it's like, people want to doubt that, man. And it ain't like he being gifted these wins. But that will be wild, bro. That will be freaking wild. I tell you something else that'd be wild. If Pac-Man beat Barrios tomorrow, if Pac-Man beat Barrios tomorrow, and Mayweather was to take his silk silk blanket off and get up out that bed and call Pac and say, let's do it a second time. Even though Turkey said he not interested in shopping that fight, he'll do it. If Pac-Man go in there and beat that boy ass tomorrow, y'all. If Pac-Man go in there and whoop on Barrios tomorrow, y'all. That will be nuts. That will be nuts, bro. Real talk. And you'll get the Mayweather Pacquiao too. Turkey gonna be all over that. And they gonna make another 100 million apiece. Or 200 million, whatever it was. That fight gonna be so huge. All the Mayweather fans gonna resurface. All the Pac-Man. Pac's back. Pacquiao's back. Mark my words. Pacquiao wins. If Pacquiao wins, bro, it's gonna be crazy. Talk as he said, I think it's crazy that heavyweights don't have a weight cap. So you could 210 versus 300 pounds. Yeah, I've been saying that. We was talking about that on here. I think me and Heavy was talking about it. We did a panel. Can't remember. I think Heavy was on here. But I said, I felt like, because people put heavyweights on the pound for pound list. I don't do that. Because it's not fair. They can't go up and down, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And what I mean, like, some can, like Usyk can go back down because he come from down. But I'm saying the ones that are naturally heavy like that, they can't go down in weight. So I don't even put them on a pound for pound list. The pound for pound list is for those who can move up and down as they see fit. You know what I mean? But I feel like they should have a super heavyweight. And you will have some commentators that will say that, like if they 240 plus, like an AJ and shit like that, fight another 240 plus, they be like, oh, this is a fight of super heavyweights. But it's not a real thing. It's not a real thing. And I feel like they should have their own realm. Cruiserweight, that bridgerweight shit, light heavyweight, and super heavyweight. And they can have their own pound for pound, because, you know what I'm saying? Because realistically, some of them could start moving up and down. The heavyweight division become more fit, and then the ones who come in heavyweight, they can choose to go to super heavyweight or whatever. You get what I mean? But I do feel like they should have their own. But I hold true, bro. I'm old school. Heavyweights don't belong on the pound for pound list. They don't belong on there, bro. Given, I don't care what they did, like, how much could they do besides coming and become undisputed? They can't go down. They ain't gonna get no credit. They ain't gonna get no credit. Somebody try to come all the way to fuck up. Like, it's you know what I mean? Talk SD said, hey, GMT, I'm down here in Las Vegas for that fight. Oh, that's what's up, fam. That's what's up, fam. I wish you knew how to use your camera so you could show us some insights, man. Real talk. Casino said, yeah, I don't mind if Usyk win. I like him. I like him too. I just got a feeling this time gonna be different. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot harder. It wasn't easy, that fight, though. That's the thing. What I think happened was, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I can't remember who. I think it was Parker. It was one of them. Whoever fuck he fought, he got hit with a jab and the man quit, and it pissed me off. So I stopped being a fan of Dubois. right? I'm a fan of his sister too, Carolina. Carolina, if y'all know who Caroline Dubois is, hey, she's a beast too. But anyway, at the end of the day, he quit. So I stopped being a fan. I think some of that kind of crept up in that Usyk fight. That was a knockdown. I'll be first to say it. That was a knockdown. And I think that did something to him, bro. Like, what the hell? And it took his mind off the ball. I have this theory about heavyweights from the UK. They seem to be more mental. Like, if you could fuck with their mental, right? If you could mess with their mental, it's like you won the fight. Like, that's how Andy Ruiz beat AJ the first time. He got knocked down, that motherfucker got back up. He looked at him like, what the hell? I ain't lying. I swear to God, that's what he was on.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Yeah, that's what AJ was thinking in his head when he knocked him down. And then he got up. His head was done. He ain't want no more. He couldn't believe it. And it's for some reason the heavyweights over there are like that. It just seems like they're more mental. They're just more mental. You know what I'm saying? I think Brooklyn hit talking about what we talking about. Said they tried, but Mike Tyson effed it up. I'm not sure what you talking about. I'm gonna put the link in there. I'm about to put the link in there in a minute, y'all. But I put some live on from the weigh-ins on the Instagram. Oh, word? Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Talk. Matter of fact, say something in the chat so I know who you is on Instagram, bro. Say something in if you follow me on Instagram, bro. Send me a DM. But I it's something about them, you know what I'm saying? Orientation centers are disabled while live. What? I am not trying to do that. What are y'all talking about? Motherfuckers starting to trip again. But anyway. I'm gonna put this link in here, man. If y'all want to come up, I'm gonna keep talking my ish. If you don't. But yeah, like I can't necessarily put heavyweights on there though. But it's something about UK heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go back and watch the Bruno fights with Mike Tyson, bro. All right, the link is pinned at the top if y'all want to see it. And it's right there in the chat as well. But it was like that with the Bruno fights as well. I remember he got hit, Bruno hit, and it was like he was like, oh my God. Like it didn't like did too much to him, but it was like he couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? What's up, AC? What's going on?
What's going on with you, bro?
What's up?
Yeah, man. I wanted to touch base on some of the topics now that you was bringing up. Number one, I was going to start off with where PBC is right now and what could their future look like, because their whole business model was built on pay-per-view. And for me, I've been trying to tell dudes for the longest, the business of pay-per-view model in the streaming era is just not profitable anymore. Not the way it used to be when pay-per-views were generally done by Showtime, HBO, and Fox. You feel what I'm saying? The money's way different now. You feel me? Because streaming is actually, streaming companies are actually publicly traded.
Yeah.
Whereas pay-per-view is not. That's just a free for all of money.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And there's no accountability or finding out where the real money went when someone tells you that the event was a failure and you're looking at it, but look at the gate, look at the crowd. Like, how can I get numbers on this? You can't. But if it's streaming, you can get those numbers. You feel what I'm saying? And this is where I think some of the like big cards that they might have been trying to put together fell apart because it's always the streaming aspect of it. Connecting with Amazon, you got to give Amazon new subscribers.
Right.
Whatever business you're going to do with them, it's got to be on the back of bringing in new subscribers. And pay-per-view doesn't do that. And so far, let's really look at it. The Tank versus Lamont Road fight is a good fight. The rematch is a good rematch.
Right.
Do you feel what I'm saying? But the rest of the card, how do you build the rest of the card off of that to
Right.
say, listen, we're not going to charge pay-per-view. All we want to do is just see if you could generate new subscribers for us. And the minimum is going to be 50,000 subscribers.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? To a person, you looking at it like, what, 50,000 subscribers? That ain't really shit.
Right.
Well, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson did 15 million new subscribers. Yeah, that's Jake Paul and again, Mike Tyson.
Right. Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So Mike Tyson was breaking the bank when you was talking about pay-per-views back then. He was the only boxer in all of boxing that was looking at 30 million, 20 million, $40 million fights. So let's keep that in perspective. Now, moving on with PBC, maybe they could become like a smaller independent. You feel what I'm saying? Like a Lou DiBella, like a Don King. You know, maybe they could do that and then start to really understand what streaming is about and rebuild their market on streaming platforms. The other thing I wanted to touch on was the Schofield situation, to where I don't really feel Turkey's response to that, or whatever he's doing with Schofield, because Shakur called you a towel boy, and he said you sent your towel boys.
Yeah.
He out and out said that you are a liar. He told a Muslim that you are a liar because you promised me X amount of fights, and now you reneging on it, and you sent your towel boys to come tell me.
Right. But
bro, but you still did business with him.
But here's the thing. I had to break this down to him because he was like, that was some racist. I said, no, nigga, he legit sent the towel boys. He was like, no, he sent the towel boys. Like, your towel boys. Not because you know over here how motherfuckers say some racist shit like towel.
Yeah, towel boys.
Like
listen, over here in New York, that's what.
Yeah, right. But he was saying he was actually saying his towel boys came and told him, like, you know what I'm saying, like what,
like a football towel boy.
Right. It wasn't me. Yeah, but he did call him a liar after that. He did go in. You get what I'm saying?
For me, like,
he said it was a miscommunication or whatever the case may be.
Being here,
you weren't the only one that took that like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
I took it like that initially till I heard it. He was like, no, I didn't mean it like that. His actual towel boys.
But here in Brooklyn, it's like you talk to some of these Italians and some of these weirdos, they'll tell you, no, you know, they was using the term towel boys forever when you describing them since 9/11. You feel what I'm saying?
No. Like I said, we know over here in the States.
Yeah.
The type of terms. You get what I'm
saying?
Yeah,
exactly.
Like
so,
we took.
Okay, so I'll say, all right, but he did call you a liar, and then you also have the Canelo and the Tank situation. Do you feel what I'm saying? To where they said something that you could have considered disrespectful or whatever. But at the end of the day, however you want to take it, Turk, is how you want to take it when it comes down, because these guys said shit directly about you. He said things that did not have any direct link to you.
He said
when you really think about you said they poisoned me. That's Shakur's team, or he's saying Turk and them poisoned you. When you think about Canelo's, I don't like the way he talked to me. He got an attitude. He thinks he's something such. Tank said, listen, I hear what you got to say, but send me 2 Ferraris. And then he was tweeting some shit going back and forth with the Turk. So I'm just like, Turk, man, you kind of skating a thin line with this. Some of it I can understand because you are the money man. And maybe right now you just a little bit pissed off and tired of these American boxers trying to say stupid shit to you. And you're going to make an example out of one, because it's always the one that doesn't get the ass kicking that the first guy should have got.
I agree with you. I agree, but here's what I think gonna happen. I agree that he upset and he's taking them as a package deal, right? But I believe that he'll still mess with Kid if Kid comes to him on his own. You understand what I'm saying?
No doubt, because I think that's kind of what he was alluding to when he was saying that. Like, look, I'll do business with Kid, but I ain't fucking with his father. Right. I don't need that type of energy. I don't really need you. I don't really need your son. I'm just trying to.
I mean, we've been saying this though for we've been saying this for years now, though, man. That nigga been bad. cancerous for his son's career. We've been saying it. Now it's starting to really take root.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
unfortunate, but he don't know how to keep his mouth shut. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
And
And my
he's
last point,
gonna
I was
always keep on. It's gonna keep on. It's not affecting him. Like, he don't seem to realize that. Like, everybody keeps
yeah,
saying this. Like, bro, you know this ain't affecting you, right? Like, you gotta chill the fuck up because you're derailing your son. Like,
exactly. And this is the same
talking shit, trying to
argument
show
people
off for
make
the
with
internet
Devin
and
Haney.
shit, bro. Like, yeah, like, so it's like, bro, like, it's making you extremely unlikable. Only the internet trolls like you, nigga. Like, the regular niggas who think regular thoughts, we can't stand you, bro, because we know what you're doing.
Yeah,
You know what
exactly.
I mean? So at the same, so I'm happy that Turk is still giving the kid a chance, hopefully, but I think his dad's just going for more opportunities for him.
I think he does, but I think that, like, you know how you say something to force somebody else to make a choice? They may not say it directly to you, like direct. The comment wasn't directly to you, but it was direct to the person. So it forces the other person to look at him like, "Hey, bro, I'm finna go into this deal, bro. You going to shut the fuck up and go to this
Yeah,
deal."
and that's what it's gonna be.
But you never know, man.
Like
you know how some
you
dads
can't
be
talk.
super controlling of their sons, so you never know the type of control he got over that nigga. Like, you know how it be. You know what I mean? Even when they into they fucking well into their 20s and shit, they still got that same control like they kids.
Roy had that problem.
Yeah, like Roy Jones had that problem. Floyd Mayweather had that problem.
Yeah,
it's nothing new.
For me, it's they just
he
gonna
seemed
make
like
a
that
deal
type
and
of
say,
dad.
listen,
You know what I mean?
You just can't talk. Like, look, your pops could be there. I know you want him there. He's part of your team and everything. But, when it come down to some of the major press conferences and stuff like that, if it ain't about the event and the other opponent and it's not any nonsense, then we're going to have to make him sign an agreement that says he's not going to say any slanderous shit or whatever. Promote the fight the way you want to.
Never heard him talk about like imagine if he'd have said some shit like that about Bob Earl or Al Heyman. Like, bro, you better chill.
It would have been the same shit though. You not finna talk no crazy ass shit to Bob. Be like, what?
Where? Like, bro, I will derail the fuck out your son.
Bob would have been like, nah, bro.
Bob will sit them niggas on the show. Oscar does it. PBC does it. They all do it. It's
so
like,
that's why I was saying, like,
you signed it in your contract. You signed an agreement not to slander the company. And the minute you slander the company, you think I ain't gonna exercise my right to shut you down?
Because here's the thing. The thing. I get, like, he could try to say I was talking about Shakur or any of that shit. But here's the thing. You trying to say I allowed all of this shit to happen under my umbrella.
Exactly.
That's where he comes in and like, this was under my shit. So if you saying Shakur did it, that
you talking shit about my event.
Right. You talking about the whole thing. Like,
you talking shit about my event, my integrity to hold an event that I believe is on the up and up.
There you
go.
Drug
testing, we do all of that.
Trying to destroy me.
Where would there be time for someone in this event to plot that kind of level of shit to poison you? Like,
bro.
Right. And so, like, at the end of the day, I respect him for that. Like, bro, I ain't gonna do no business. Like you said,
I respect it too, but it's just like,
would you do business with somebody like that? But see, I think he was referring to his father.
Yeah, I think so too. That's
the force that sometimes you gotta force a motherfucker's hand. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because check this out. This is to talk, as he said, I can see that, but we can see that boy turn into a man that night, right? Now check this out. Before all that shit happened, right? His daddy was nowhere to be found talking. When I tell you that I was excited for that fight because our kid Austin was talking to the media by himself, he was mingling all by himself. He knew how to move on his own.
Yeah,
he knew how to hold his own. Like, so I was like, okay, kid don't need his daddy nigga to talk for him. This thing out here sharp, looking nice, man. I ain't worried about that dude. I'm gonna beat his ass. X, Y, and Z. This and the third. I was with it.
Yeah.
I was with it. Like, I was like, okay, this kid might really be about something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know? But then when the shit went down and then the daddy get to talking all that shit, they poisoned my son. First it was they poison. Remember, it was they poisoned my son. Then he singled out with the text message talking about he asked Shakur, did you have anything to do with this? And all, see, like, if you, like, that's some bullshit, bro. Because I'm gonna take it that way. If I had y'all come to my house, say y'all come from out of town, I'm like, man, don't get no hotel. Y'all stay in my crib. I got 4 bedrooms, nigga. Y'all get a room piece, X, Y, and Z, and this and the third, and we eat and this and the third. Somebody get sick and y'all leave, and somebody get to talking about, man, I got sick when I was over there at Slick House. Now, you might got sick at my house, right? But that don't mean I did it. That
Yeah.
don't mean it's nothing. But by you saying it like that, other people gonna think that. You
Hell
understand what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
Like
we
you
went
can't do
food
that.
shopping together, nigga. So what is you talking about?
Right. So
I
you
ate the same thing you ate, nigga. You
right.
feel
But
was it
Where?
the
something
way
you ate,
if you
but you
mean
don't want to tell nobody you ate at the truck stop before
there
you
you
even
go.
got here. You got that microwave burrito, but now you want to tell niggas it was me. Bro,
Yeah.
nah,
But that's how
man.
people gonna take it. Oh, I was sick. I got sick, man. Man, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? So you incidentally damaging my reputation now, my
Yeah,
hospitality. You get what I'm
yeah.
saying?
It's an
So
indirect.
I understood that.
Yeah, I understood it. I completely understood it too.
Yeah.
Coming from looking at it from a business standpoint, you know that type of bad publicity you just don't want because it don't turn into good publicity. But
Yeah, you can't
the
say that the money man is out here poisoning niggas
yeah,
or
exactly.
anything
But for
anything
me, it was
connected
still
to him.
like
You know what I mean?
yeah. But for me, it was still like I see, but you know, kid, he the right candidate to make the example off of because you don't really want to fuck up big money to be made by going after a Tank or motherfucking or Canelo after the stupid shit they said in their antics. So
He
it's like
he kind of raised his hand for it though. His daddy did because if you
yeah, and
remember,
that's where it's like, bro,
because
you make it a slippery slope for the argument though to say
if
that there
you
was
remember
unfairness.
when they came back, right? He said, "I want to thank Turkey. I want to thank everybody because they took care of my son. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They got the best doctors, all of that shit,
Hospital, medical
all of
facilities.
that. And
Yeah.
then after that, he made the comment of they poisoned my son, and he wrote that shit. Who the fuck is that? Because see, if it's me, who the fuck is they? Clear. You
Yeah.
better get ready to clear this shit up. Now, I know a lot of people think about, well, Dubois got sick. Yeah, Dubois got sick, but he said he had an ear infection. He ain't go off the Richter scale talking about these motherfuckers poisoned me. These motherfuckers did X, Y, and Z. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He said I got an ear infection, and they say I can't fight.
And
Fuck.
everybody was giving the nigga kid the benefit of the doubt by just saying, nah, it might have been a weight cut. Even Eddie was coming out trying to give him the benefit of the doubt by saying, look, you know, we trying to talk with the Turk because that afternoon weigh-in or the fact that they got to weigh in twice in a week, that can really damage the athlete
I don't
when
think it
you
was
look
that.
at
I don't think it
when
was that.
no, but I'm just saying that when you look at it in hindsight, that all of these people were trying to give kid outs and saying, even when it came down to Dubois, before they knew what Dubois sickness was, when it was kid sickness, Eddie Hearn came out and he made the statement that yeah, we got to talk to His Excellency because their rehydration, even though it's fight week, you gotta weigh in the middle of the week and then you weigh in the day before. That's not really healthy for the fighter.
Yeah.
It's either you're gonna do it in one day or you do it same day.
But
And
look
people
at
were
this
like,
though.
"Oh yeah, that makes sense." So
But
there was
look
an
at this
outlet,
though.
but you just went the opposite, like dumb way.
Eddie job is to spin it because you know he's in this corner, right? But here's the thing that he didn't say: the niggas didn't get over there in time. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all been on cruises or been out the country or any of that, right?
Uh-huh.
You ain't gotta eat the food, bro. The atmosphere will fuck you up.
Yeah, the water
The
just
altitude will fuck you up.
yeah.
All that shit'll fuck you up, bro. I'm talking about goddamn me. Nigga, I came back home. Man, I went to Nassau, right? Boy, I came back home, boy, it felt like the flu fucking socked me in my face. I was like, what the fuck happened? Like, what's wrong? You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't just me. It was my whole household, bro. You know what I mean?
I got sick when I went to Japan. I got sick on my way when I got there, and I got sick on my way as soon as I got back to the U.S. The same thing happened to me when I went to South Africa, and I'm just like, yeah, that type of shit just has me like really skeptic to get on planes and do a lot of traveling like that because that type of sickness, being you know, and
that shit hurts,
it's your
bro.
stomach.
Yeah, that's that bullshit.
That shit hurt, bro. So I think they didn't get there in time enough. You should have got there 2 weeks ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? Got acclimated to the shit what's going on. went through the bullshit, and you'd have been good. But they didn't get out there damn to the week up.
Yeah,
You get
you
what I'm
coming on
saying?
a layoff. You coming off a slight layoff. The
Yeah,
jet
it's
lag
never
is
good to
gonna fuck
travel
you up.
overseas. Like, yeah, it's
Yeah,
never good to travel overseas. Like when
Brian Norman
fighting
took his
short
ass to
notice, bro.
Japan 2 weeks ahead of
yeah.
time,
They're
bro,
there two
which was
weeks
the right
early,
thing to
boy.
do.
That's what Stephen, what's the name? Stephen Coolboy. He did the same thing anyway. He went there for a week
That's
instead of
that's
two.
the right thing
Yeah.
to do. That's the
Yeah.
right fucking thing to do.
Like, yeah, bro, you gotta go there early, bro.
You know the time zone different. You know the food.
Remember, I said it
different,
like the time zone is way
everything.
different. That'll fuck you up. Like your mind is stuck on Pittsburgh, like
You already
American
know
time.
not. You already know
You
not to drink
Japan
the
way
water.
different.
Bro, listen. I don't mean to say it like this, but it's the diarrhea that'll fuck you up real bad though. You got it.
It's the puking that's
You
the
don't
worst for
drink the
me.
water. You don't
Hey,
drink. You don't drink none of that shit, bro.
Yeah.
hey, what's going on, y'all?
What's
What's
up,
going on,
C-Note?
man?
What up, Press?
Man, what's going on, man? I wanted to say about this. Uh, whatever Schofield got going on, bro. But that nigga got about 24 hours to apologize publicly, or it's over for that boy.
I
Bro,
think I'm gonna tell
it
you
kind
what's
of
gonna
crossed
happen.
the line, dog.
I already know what's gonna happen. Cause like I said, one thing trickled down from one group to the next group, right? By guilty by association type shit, right?
Uh-huh.
So if he's thinking like this, you already know that's his next guy. Zapata just got beat. Now you got Schofield. You understand what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Hey boy, you need to write this dude X, Y, and Z. Da 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 da.
Oscar called him in. Oscar called him
Exactly.
into the office,
Exactly.
sat him down. Oscar then said, listen, I'm about to call the Turk. You feel what I'm saying? I need you to apologize for the things that your father said. I don't want to bring your dad
Exactly,
in right
bro.
now because we got to work on him slowly, but I need you to do it so we can get you on some of these big money
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah,
If you
Oscar's
want
not
that
finna
type
fuck
of
that money up,
exposure,
bro. I can't
if you
imagine
want this
that.
type of exposure and you want the big money, this is something you have to do. Right now, you
It
have
ain't
to
just the
play
big
company.
money. It ain't just the big money. This man basically said that he's finna steal every big fight coming up.
Yeah,
He said if it's not a major fight, we don't want it. So just know when he said that, if it's a major fight, he wants it. So if you don't want to be involved, fuck it. I'll take this big name right here and pair him with something else, which
Yep.
means you gonna be on the outskirts.
Yep. If you want us to revisit that Shakur fight, you feel what I'm saying?
And Shakur said he'll fight him.
And this is that's a fight that I could put on one of my cards. You on a Riyadh card. You know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
bro.
And-
Because he also said, what'd he say? Shakur said, I want to let my hands heal X, Y, and Z. He said that he'll want to come at the end of this year or beginning next year. He said, but he told Shakur, I only want you back in a big fight. Ain't no tune-up.
Yeah.
He'll take that. But like you just
I'm
said,
not getting ready to pay you a couple of $1 million for you to fight some tomato can that everyone say is tailor made for you, and then you go around here and say, "Oh, that was a world class, world beater performance." I'm not gonna do that again.
yep.
You feel what I'm saying?
And
Because
that,
the tomato
and that
fight,
tell you also who Shakur only trying to fuck with because he a free agent right now.
yeah,
He's
I'm
only
tell
trying
you,
to fuck with Turk.
I don't think that Shakur. When you look at the Turk's face and you look at his movement, his body language, sitting in that fight watching Shakur versus Zapata, he was not impressed.
Yeah.
That man was not impressed. He was just sitting there, just like, when the fuck is this thing gonna be over?
Neither was I, bro.
He looked like he was impressed, after the third round when Zapata caught him. You seen him stand up, you seen him clapping.
Yeah.
But when the fight started to turn, he just sat there like. He made the statement before the fight, I'm not a fan of Shakur's style. Huh?
Nah, he ain't. But I read an article where they was asking about Mayweather and things like that, and he was saying that he's a fan of Mayweather, but he wasn't a fan of Mayweather's style.
Yeah.
He made it clear he wasn't. He was like, early Mayweather, yes. Like, which is what a lot of people say though, to be fair.
Yeah.
A lot of people, to be fair, Pretty Boy Floyd, we can all say
Yeah,
was
Pretty
that
Boy was a
motherfucker.
problem.
He
That's
was a
the
motherfucker. But when he turned
Yeah.
the money made, that's when he got like, okay, now. You know what I'm saying? And he
Yeah.
made that same type of comment. And so, I can see that he want to put Shakur in that fight where he feel like it's going to make Shakur rise to the occasion. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a true 50-50. That's why he don't mind getting that. What they asked him about the tank? He said, yeah, he'll do the tank. He said, but I don't think Tank realized that the type of money I pay could buy more than 2 Ferraris.
Yeah, that was funny as hell. The Turk
Yeah,
know how to
like,
hit
dude, do
back,
the
man.
math. So I tell you that he wouldn't have paid Tank an astronomical amount of money. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, I think Tank gonna go ahead and come on in because it's really over with. It's like, bro, if you're not fucking with Turkey, bro, like Teofimo is done, bro.
Oh, Teofimo, he said that shit. He was like, hell no.
No, but I'm saying
Done
he
with
done, period, bro. Who he gonna fight, bro?
he done with Tio. From the sound of it, it sounds like he done with Tio. He done with Boots, and it sound like he done with Adamas.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Oh, that's something I meant to bring up. Yeah, bruh. Janibek. Salute to Janibek. This man been trying to get Janibek fights. He said them motherfuckers won't bite at the money.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
He said
they really that
Adamas
scared of
was the
Janibek?
problem.
Yeah,
He
bruh.
said Janibek wants to fight. Janibek is ready to sign the fight right now, but it's Adamas the problem. He don't want to fight, and he acting real funny about the money. And we
Casino,
paying him
you like
extremely
Janibek,
well.
You like motherfucker want to just whoop your ass. He wants to whoop your ass, and he hit hard. And that's been the whole thing I've been preaching. Like, he can't get in the ring with no fucking body. He been taking these stay busy fights, like going to Australia and shit like that to stay sharp. But like the motherfucking names don't want to get in the ring. And I ain't gonna lie. After a while on X, this dude texts every day, bro. I was like, Janibek, you capping, bro. You capping, bro. You capping, bro. And he'll put the shot. We sent a contract. They said no. You know what I'm saying? All that type shit. Well, when I heard Turk, I said, what?
Yeah, the Turk kind of co-signed it, and the Turk made me rethink that whole Hamza situation. Like, I can believe there was an offer sent to you, Hamza. I can believe.
Oh, it was. He ran from him.
Yeah, I could believe that maybe, right now, what they saying is aging well, because it's kind of looking like you ran from it, knowing that you got weight issues and stuff like that, and that was a bad camp.
He took the who did he just fight?
Adamas. He fought Adamas before he moved up.
Yeah.
And everybody had you beating Adamas.
Yeah,
so,
he was supposed to fight Janibek.
He was supposed to fight. Yeah, he was supposed he was number one then there across the board like Zepeda was. You feel what I'm saying? And he could have went after, because Janibek had 2 belts. Adamas and Laura had the other 2 belts. Had the other belt. So
man, I want y'all when they ask him about Janibek, go back, look at his face. That man was looking off, and he looked at the camera like, man, I done said everybody a contract.
Yeah, now, like I'm saying, now looking back at the situation, you feel what I'm saying, and looking how, he did fight Adamas, and looking at how he did fight Berlanga. At 160 pounds, it makes it hard to believe you would have beat Janibek.
Yeah, he would. He knew it. He knew it, bro. But but I will
if
say
it was
this.
a strategic duck to go after Adamas or
that's what
maneuver or whatever.
You finna say what I was finna say. Go ahead, AC.
No, I would just go. I'll let you land that plane, bro.
No, I'm gonna say I'm not mad at him.
Yeah, it's like I can't. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm not mad at him. He was like, this dude go fuck around, beat my ass, bro. I'm trying to make a name real quick. Fuck that.
Yeah, exactly.
Real quick,
exactly.
Bro.
It's like,
put me in the casino protection plan, bro. We will take this fight over here, bro. Fuck him.
I get it, and that pick and your training camp in your hand kind of fucked you over to let you know you really, spent way too much time down at 160, and you had no business down there.
Yeah,
that's what that
was a place to make a name. So you ran into the boogeyman of that division. Like, oh shit.
Yeah,
but I think Janibek goes up, bro. I think that's what they're going for. You're gonna have to go up, bro.
It makes I think Janibek goes up too, and I think
he has
for me, I think Janibek been waiting to go up. As soon as Canelo gets out of the division, because Janibek move up ain't gonna guarantee he get a Canelo fight to be a guy in a run for the belts. You feel what I'm saying? Because Canelo gonna pick who he want to fight.
Right, but I don't think he needs it. I think that he just go up there and make a statement like, say, Canelo on his way out. You know what I'm saying? And him wasting time at 160 with nothing to make a name off of. He got names to build off of at 160.
he could have like after Adamas Shiraz fight, right? That was the fight to build off of before you move up to 168, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Lara, you might have got half a point push, but Adamas, coming off of Adamas's performance versus Hamza, that's where you could have, made he could have made his bones and shit like that. You,
Mm-hmm.
you you feel what I'm saying? And to me, that was a smart fight to try to make, but like Turk said, motherfucking Adamas didn't want that smoke. He ain't got an appetite
Yeah,
for smoke
bruh.
when it came down to Jennebeck, and it's just like, wow.
That man said, I sent contracts to everybody. They don't want it.
For real,
That is
that's
crazy. So you can't make people fight.
yeah.
They
Like
don't want
Laura,
it.
why didn't you take the fight?
Right. I'm like,
Nah,
damn. I'm like,
Laura shouldn't take the fight.
I knew Janet was good, but I was like, fuck. They see something where they like, hell no, I'm not
Yeah,
doing it,
bro.
bro. They like, I ain't doing it. But I think you should go 168 because I can't get the image out of my head where he fainted on that scale. So he just going up. It's names up there you can make, start just whooping ass, make you put yourself in demand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In demand in the people's eyes. Don't worry about Canelo. Just go to 168, start whooping ass. If you can get the fights. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And make a name for yourself where it's gonna be undeniable because you got a story with Shiraz. Shiraz made a little name for himself off of Berlanga, which I don't think is deserving, but everybody giving them praise for it. And build your shit at the same time. That trajectory gonna make both of y'all hit, bro.
So let me ask you this question: Who does Jennebeck fight as soon as he gets up there?
Man, there's so many motherfuckers up there at 168 that he can get his hands on, bro. Like, to be honest with you, and I hate to say this name because it seems like everybody pick it a little when they get there, like a Colin Smith or something like that. But at the end of the day, it's names.
Does it? So let me ask you let me ask you this question. Billy is becoming a hot name at 168.
Yeah.
So would you look for Billy? Would you look to bring back? We got to see what his performance looked like in September because I believe So Cold is coming back in September.
Yeah.
Billy, So Cold. I don't want to say McCumbee because I think McCumbee is going to be coming off a loss. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pacheco, he might be too green. You feel what I'm saying for the likes of Jennebeck and shit like that. But maybe Caleb Plant. I don't know. Coming off that Rescindi's ass whooping, I don't know.
Let me tell you something. When
Asses
you're
in
on a
seats,
conquest,
though.
look at it like this, AC. When you're on a conquest to get to a person, you beat the people that they fought, right? So it don't matter. Like, you beat everybody Canelo beat, you beat the people that motherfucker might potentially fight and beat them before he get them. And you make it look like spectacular. Because just think bruh, I don't give a fuck how green Pacheco is. Everybody already like, shit. Pacheco start getting good. Who they want Pacheco to fight right now?
But there's the one. Here's the thing. Even for Captain 007, there's one name in there that you talk to any one of these Latin boxing fans, they gonna tell you who the real silent sleeper man is at 168, and that's Osley Iglesias.
Yeah.
So,
but that, bruh,
he just need his chance. He just needs his opportunities to show.
Take your ass up. I've been hitting him on. Hey, go up. Every time he say this shit, he posts every day on X. I'll be like, go up to 168. 168. Where they can't run from you, bro. Like, go there and do your shit. Because I think he can, bro. He ain't got to lose as much weight. And the nigga just gifted, bro.
Yeah, I see that.
He's
man,
gifted.
I don't know because Iglesias, he's a huge unknown, and people gonna call it a cherry pick because they don't know who Iglesias is.
Well, that might be your one. That might be your one to avoid until he make a name, and then boom.
Yeah, and that's where I was gonna land it. Like,
you feel me? That's like people understand the parallels of boxing sometimes. sometimes you might like people will like this boxer a whole lot. Like I like Janabek, right? And okay, I might like
Oh, you think
Janabek, but
it's Lester?
he might not be deserving of a fight of an established fighter at 168 of a Canelo because he hasn't done anything yet. You get what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
understand that, but those are the parallels. That's how it goes. So what if, like I said, fuck Canelo. Canelo got 3 fights left. This and third, they seem to got a plan for him. Go up there, start beating the fucking names that Canelo beat, and if Iglesias start, catching up, that might be your precursor.
Yeah.
You know what
Now
I'm saying?
for Champy, what he just said was Lester Martinez. So you get Lester Martinez versus Iglesias. Woo! That's a fight. That's a mega fight that only real boxing fans really know
Yeah,
about.
and that's a fight. That's a fight. If I'm Janabek, I let that fight happen.
Yeah,
I kill 2 birds, 1 stone.
I want that fight to happen because then I get a read on both of them. I could see what both their flaws are.
Yes.
And if I want to take out 2 early lions before they even really, get to the level of a Diego Pacheco or Macumbi or Mbili or even a Hamza, I take them niggas out early. You feel what I'm saying? Then I start climbing up the ladder at those other young names, removing all doubt that I am. Listen, I'm coming up here. I'm making statements. I'm taking out all the young lions. You feel what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I force either with this several fight deal with Canelo, either you give me that Canelo fight. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Or you give me one of the motherfuckers you've been wanting to try to match Canelo with, and I'm talking about Hamza Shiraz.
Yep. They so said that shit. We got Hamza. We got it. He want Hamza in that mix so bad, bro. That is Turkey guy, bro. He want Hamza in that mix so bad, bro.
Yeah.
But I want to point this out too. I know we keep saying young guns about these guys. Let me tell you something. When it comes to the European fighters and shit like that, Russia and all them motherfuckers, they don't give a fuck about that young gun shit. They fight young guns. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that like how America we like fight one of these young lions. They do that shit. They don't give a fuck. A boxer is a boxer. They don't give a fuck.
That's why you got to look at the losses to some of these Europeans. If they got 1 or 2 losses, go and look and see who they lost to, and you
right.
Like,
they don't care. They're not gonna dodge it. They're not gonna dodge it. They'll be like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Iron sharp as iron. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, like even Mataya, old boy that broke his jaw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They'll fight older fighters. They don't give a fuck. Young lad fight older fighter fight young dude. They don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? They feel and that's the thing too. Like with American fighters, I always feel like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, if you seasoned, you got the skills to pay the bills, man, you shouldn't be worried about the young motherfuckers. That's me. That's just me because you weathered that storm that they're going through. You know what I'm saying? And when he get in the ring with you, nigga, you should be walking like a king. Like, man, you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like looking at yourself. Like, you trying to get where I am. If you beat me, cool. I'ma salute you. But if you don't, hey, you just ain't it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Over here, we quick to call motherfuckers gatekeepers, this and the third. But it's been times where gatekeeper done beat them, your motherfucker 1 or 2 times. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I like 168 for Janabek, man. Janabek just need going up, and I'm gonna keep on. Every time nigga come across my phone, I'll be like, go to 168. Take your ass to 168.
We've been calling for, some of the dudes I've been rocking in circles with, we've been calling for Janabek to go up to 68. Pretty much after he got his second belt, because once he unified, you could already see. And there was the rumors that he was struggling to make the weight. Even in that second joint, I think he had the first time they weighed him early in the morning, he missed weight, and then he had to go back, and then he made weight. You feel what I'm saying? So he's been struggling to make weight before he even unified. So
Yeah.
Dude's been like, yo, just ain't really nothing happening at 60. Canelo done left. This nigga done left. Triple G retired. Bro, just take your ass to 68.
Take your
And that
ass
was
up.
before Canelo even was up there.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
I'm gonna move it along. I got my last question. Man, do y'all think Brian Norman Haney gonna happen?
Man, look, bro. I said on Coach Malachi show it wasn't gonna happen, but then they said it was official, so I was like, damn, I was wrong. And I was like, that's why I was so heavy on the they're getting forced to do this. This is not some bravery thing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I've been so heavy on that. But I never kept repeating that it's not gonna happen because they said it was official. And
Well,
and when people were saying that people was gonna he was gonna try to wiggle his way out the fight,
I feel
I
like
huh
no, I feel like what you're saying.
yeah.
Keep going though. My bad.
I was gonna say when people were saying that he was gonna try to wiggle his way out the fight, because I heard people say that, I was thinking, nah, he gonna want that bread. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking he wasn't gonna try to do that, but now, I mean, it's looking like, man, look, them dudes terrified. And I said when the bodyguard did all that and they was doing all that extra shit, and then even when they did the face off, did you ever hear the mic'd up? Did you hear the mic'd up version of the
Yes,
face?
sir. Yes, sir. He
Did
Which
you
told
hear
you
one?
and your
Which
bitch ass
one?
security guard, that fuck boy,
the
that nigga
one
gonna get fucked
Oh
up.
yeah, 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 yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
official
yeah,
face
yeah.
off, the official
Okay,
face
okay,
off,
okay. Yeah,
the
yeah,
mic'd up version?
yeah.
And man, listen, bro. I mean, you tell me what you heard. Like, I mean, come on, man.
My thing when between the two, when Devin the first one, when they was in the little scuffle, right? He was like,
Hmm.
"You too small, you too small," and I feel like that's his way of like trying to amp himself up, and that shit is so weird to me. You know what I mean? Cause that shit don't mean shit. You know what I mean? And
Did you
then
hear him say,
and then
okay.
the official one, when he was like, "Your bitch ass security ain't here. The fuck you gonna do?" And he was quiet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he brushed him off like, "Move to the side, nigga." Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the shit that hood niggas built off of. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
nigga, I don't give a fuck who you. You not gonna move me, nigga. I am who the fuck I am. And that
Yeah.
and I felt confident. I feel confident saying that B Norman is confident in his own essence. He
Yeah.
don't
He
look for nobody to big him up. He don't look for nobody to champion him. He know him. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He
You
believes
know,
he is him.
yeah, for real, bro. Like, and when I saw that, I was like, yeah, bro, this shit finna be a
Yeah.
problem right here,
Now
bro.
for me, me and the homie, we put stakes in the ground. We did a really good video on this, and for me, it's more like I think the fight's gonna happen, but what I'm gonna say is this: it's gonna get really, really ugly
Yeah,
before the fight happens. Like they're gonna try to discredit everything about Brian Norman,
I think they doing it now. I think they
even
doing it
worse than the
now, and I
first
don't
time
like it,
around.
bro. I don't
Even the
like it,
first.
bro.
I'm gonna tell you this. And even the first time around with with when it was Eddie and Boots. Now you got Eddie and Devin. You feel what I'm saying? And here's the thing: you already sent the minions out because look at this here, man. The man says he went to go get hand surgery, right?
Right,
He knocks Jin Sasaki stupid. A guy that, probably me and four other motherfuckers in the USA probably said Jin had a chance. You feel what I'm saying?
right,
Everybody across the USA was saying Jin ain't got no chance. He ain't even gonna survive 6 rounds. Everybody was calling for a knockout, a brutal
right.
knockout. Yeah, it happened. But now that everybody been calling for that, now all of a sudden he a drug cheat? And
Yeah,
now it's all
that.
around testing and
Yeah,
all of this other goofy
yeah.
shit.
That's what I'm saying. This shit I don't agree with. Even though Bill tried to clean it up, but that shit wasn't cool because if anything I took from it was your son is afraid that he on PED, which means it's PTSD. But at the same time, I'm like, bro, you can't just get screaming out allegations, bro. Like this nigga failed a drug test, and y'all saying this as if he never took a drug test for the fights. You know what I'm saying? For
Him
that
and
fight to
Jin
happen
Sasaki were drug tested before the fight.
and after.
They both passed their drug test
Yeah.
before and after. There
And
was
after, bro. So I'm like, why do that, bro? Unless y'all
Yeah.
trying to find a way out. And then, they're just like, nah, we got an option to be fathers again. Man, I ain't trying to hear that. And then you mad because a young man said he finna be out the country kicking it. Nigga, the Turkey said start August 1st. As long as you start August 1st, so nobody have a fucking problem.
Yeah,
But
if
they
we got
have a
people,
problem with it, and I feel like they trying to wiggle that, like,
you trying
like,
to put something in the ethos to say, look, he don't want to take the drug test right now. He want to wait
yeah,
2
like,
weeks from now.
here's my
Listen, it
thing.
don't fucking
Who are
matter.
you? Who are
Nothing
you?
is really popping right
Here's
now.
my thing. Who the fuck is you? And you new to the division. That's my thing. There ain't nobody saying, bro. I got respect for Devin. But Devin, you new to the division. This motherfucker's established. He has a fucking belt. Who are y'all to dictate fucking
What he do?
stipulations?
What he do? Like, bro, you not
Yeah, I
coming
don't
up
like
there.
that is so weird, bro. And this kid ain't even putting nothing on y'all. He just like, come as y'all are. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
See, the thing they teaching Brian Norman right now, because this is for real, for real. I guess people don't sign paperwork and shit like that. They're gonna, and it's a fucked up real introduction and shit like that. But they're like, all right, now we gonna really introduce you to championship boxing. How we try to get in your head, how we try to make you question who you are and question
that's that
everything
bullshit.
about you.
Yeah.
So these are all tactics that I don't believe that are gonna Brian
took the
Norman,
words out
but
of my mouth.
this is the game of when you talking about championship boxing at this level. I gotta fuck with your head. I gotta do stupid shit.
You just took the words out of my mouth because I feel like you trying to win the mental battle.
Yeah.
Right? And for Brian Norman Jr., to not want to pay attention to it, for people who try to say he should, man, fuck all that. Bruh, recognize who the fuck Brian Norman is. He's king right now.
Yeah.
In this fight, he's king, bro.
Yes,
he ain't
sir.
gotta do shit the fuck they got to say or any of that, right? And this ain't about choosing fucking sides. It's just, like I said, I'm for the sport. How the fuck you go blatant and put shit out against a man because he does not want to do what you want to do.
You want him to do all right
now,
when you
you
want
guys
him to
ever
do
been
it.
in a relationship where your woman wants you to do something? Now, I'm gonna give y'all an example I had. When I was married, and still is, my wife passed away, but at the end of the day, when she wanted to go to bed, I didn't want to go to bed all the time. Okay? God damn it. Hey, you take your ass a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't gotta do that shit. I'm watching boxing. I'm tired. I don't give a fuck. Go, bye.
For real.
You understand what I'm saying? Do
It's
you?
me time right now.
Right, you feel me?
I got a question for you.
What's up?
What you think will happen if he do wiggle his way out of this fight? What you think? You think he'll be on that blacklist just like the rest of them?
He's a shit fighter. I'll be the first to say he's a shit fighter.
Yeah.
He's a shit fighter. What I mean by shit fighter, not that he garbage, that he's a shot fighter. Because if you go, okay, first and foremost, let me say this. The shit they're pulling, you're not Mayweather's stature. When Mayweather was at the level of pulling this shit, he was at that fucking level. You understand me? When Mayweather said, you fight me, you're going to get the biggest payday fucking ever, he was at that level. You feel me?
Yeah.
Devin is not at that fucking level to be calling those shots to tell a nigga, I want you to take a blood test down there every day. You're not. I don't care if you paying for it or not. That's the part that killed me. I'm going to pay for it. I don't give a fuck. Convert for what I might not need you to pay for it. The point is, I don't want to do it. Who are you? Right? These are the shenanigans that go on and drag the fans along. First and foremost, I am gonna be real honest right now. This shit never came the fuck out. See, this is shit that fans don't understand. It sound appealing. It sound cool to talk about. This is stuff that should never came out. Because if you wanted this, why didn't you think about this before you signed that contract?
bro.
It
When you
should have.
re-
It should have. Can you agree? It should have been in the contract.
all right, so now I don't know if you did you believe what I was saying when I was telling you that this was a forced move. Like they got to do this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Turkey had a plan for Devin. It didn't pan out with the Tio fight. This is the next best thing. But what's sad about the next best thing is the next best thing is the champ and you in a new division. So you really don't have no pool.
Yeah,
So yes, because if this was really supposed to happen, how it's happening, the way it's played on the fans' face, because that's what kills me, that the fans choose sides instead of just boxing, it would have been in the contract. Turkey made it clear. August 1st, they will be drug tests. There's nothing wrong with it. That's about 2 months out. If you don't catch me you can come on, bro.
you know what pissed me off about it, bro? They always trying to tear somebody down, bro. Like it's like, bro, that shit
I
is a
don't
fucked
like
up
that. Right. I
it's a
don't like
fucked up
that.
accusation, bro. I didn't watch. I mean, bro, I didn't watch Brian Norman grow up in the gyms, like I not like in person, but just like on social media. Like I've been seeing him. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody who
What's
boxes in
good,
Georgia,
Nine?
everybody in box who box in Georgia know him, and bro, that's not a dirty fighter right there, bro. Like he's a he bred for this shit, bro. Like he really do this shit. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel like
And
now
they
that's
don't know
just
what that
me.
look. They don't know what that really look like. You know what I'm saying? So it got them
No,
scared. It got
no,
them
because
scared, bro.
it comes rare. You gotta
They thought
understand.
they thought
You gotta
they thought.
understand.
My,
Go ahead. I'm sorry, go
I
ahead.
was
Go
gonna say
ahead.
they thought that jewelry, like they think that all the big jewelry and cars and shit. They think that that shit is the shit that make you the king. You know what I'm saying? But
That's
only
true.
thing make you the king is what's happening in that ring. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
But yeah,
I also feel like for the fans, they feel like the one who talked the loudest gotta be right. The one who's in front of their face has to be right. And I feel like for a lot of fans, I can't speak on where they from, but I only speak on where I'm from. When you see a dude walking his own essence and really not give a fuck, when you got a dude that tell you really what the fuck he about, like my dude straight said I watch anime and I read books. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. When you got his daddy on there straight telling you, bro, hey man, I'm with the shits, but my son not. You know what I'm saying? My son make the decision. My son told him, no, I ain't doing that shit. Y'all saw that shit. It is what it is, type shit. That man, that boy that everybody is trying to quote as a boy, because I know we got a lot of father son duos now. So they tend to look at the father and then look at the fighter as the boy. You get what I'm saying? But in this essence, I think that men are not looking in boxing, these fans that are men are not looking at the father has not a boy. He has a son that is a man that makes his own decision. Let me make my point clear. When back in the day, B. Norman said they were approached to get him Devin ready for Ramirez, right? He said, I'm with it. Bet. Cool. X, Y, and Z. He said Brian Norman was like, fuck no. Because we might fight. He said I was all signed up for it. He said, but my son was like, no, nigga, that nigga might come to fucking 147 and I'll be damn, you know what I'm about. And he said, I agree with it. He right. He said, but Bill had me like, I was feeling like, hell yeah, two fathers, XYZ, we go help each other out, XYZ. He was like, but it was my son. It was like, no, nigga, no.
But look at this. What is it now? A year and some change after that rumor came out, these niggas is actually fighting.
Exactly. That's my point. That's what let me know is where B Norman head is.
Yeah, he playing the long game. He playing the championship game.
I'm not finna fucking spar none of you niggas, bro.
Yeah, fuck you now, niggas. You now niggas could sit down and have an hour later, but I see what's really, really going on, and y'all want to play a fast game of Connect 4? I'm playing chess.
But everybody's seen it, bro.
Exactly, bro. That nigga saw the long game, bro. Like, nah, I'm not doing that.
And it's crazy, like all this PED shit that came out after they seen him flip their goddamn bitch ass security guard over his goddamn shoulder. It had that nigga on the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
with one arm.
That dude was alive. I got so many stories about that nigga. That nigga, boy, he's not. But anyway, he weirder. He's a weirder. You got my line, bro. Boy, that motherfucker's something else. But at the end of the day, I think people need to understand what he's dealing with. Like, you dealing with a man that's his own man, right? He has his father that trains him, but his dad is not walking him through life.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? His dad did an excellent fucking job of raising a good boy that didn't have to go to the streets, that didn't do this, but he understands how to be a man. He stands on two squares. So like, and when you compare the difference, it doesn't look the same. So you got one that's trying to find a discrepancy, like this guy can't really be like this because the other guy really don't know how to be like that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. How did he knock him out like that, Dad? How did he do that? Right?
That power is scary, bro.
And he got fucking power. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Brian Norman got skills, bro. Like, people keep talking about the fucking power, bro.
That boy can box, man.
I ain't been saying too much about that shit because
shout out to my niggas in the loop. They know what I'm talking about. I said, go watch how he did it. The nigga moonwalked off, and the whole time while his father's eyes was still locked on him. Like, that's not no accidental knockout. That was some sure shit. I got him.
Yeah, because when he looked at him, you could see he was just standing there. And I keep trying to tell dudes, and they want to say all the weird shit. I'm like, look, when they show the under view of both the fighters right there, and you see Brian Norman's face, like when Jin came in for the low stab jab and then came up with the hook, and he missed the hook, and Brian Norman just took that little half step back and said, oh, you gonna step back with your head straight up in the air like that?
And got him.
And got your hand down, holeless. Boom.
Bro, do you see a picture? This is when he hit the canvas. While he was knocking him out, and he still never took his eyes off of him.
Yep.
Never took his eye. I'm telling you, like, people don't understand, bro. That's not common. That's not common. The dude put the math together the round before. Said, I got this nigga.
Yeah.
He finna go sleep this round.
His dad told him to put him out of his misery.
Yeah, he knew. He
right before that round.
Knew.
Right before he went out, he was like, put him out of his memory.
His dad might have told him that.
He said, end this shit.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad y'all said that. I'm glad y'all said that. But in order for him to end that shit, he had to download all of the movements, everything he likes to do, in order to bait him into something he could accomplish that, right?
Yeah.
So to say that man don't got fucking skills is asinine, bruh.
I've been trying not to talk about the skills, bro, because I really didn't believe this fight was gonna happen. And the official shit, when they said it was official, I was just like, I'm praying that this shit just make it to the fight day. So I don't want to goddamn big up Brian on Jr. too much. I just say I got him gonna win, bro, because I know that this shit is a sensitive situation, bro. Like,
it's not sensitive. It's a sport. So that's my thing.
No. I'm not talking about that, bro. I'm talking. No, bro. I ain't talking about that, bro. I'm talking about the possibility of them pulling out the fight. That's what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
okay.
Yeah, you tripping, bro. I don't care about
Okay.
that shit. But
All right.
yeah, bro.
I got
If
you. I feel you. I feel you.
yeah, them
But they
niggas.
shouldn't pull out because if they pull, it's too late. And I'm gonna put this out there. I am a fan, and I will always be a Haney fan. I will never be a takeaway. I don't give a fuck. Dude, pop for PEDs. Okay, that man got off the cameras 3 times.
Yeah.
He got hot. Devin got fucking hot. I will always give him that. He's there to fucking fight, so I'm not gonna take that from him. He ain't no pussy. Okay, but I'll tell you this. But everybody trying to paint motherfucking B Norman wrong, y'all crazy. If you are a Devin fan, you need to understand the opposition that's in front of him. Don't sit there looking like B Norman is a one-trick pony. I refuse to fucking believe it.
Yeah.
You could look at Jin Sasaki and say, "Oh, he ain't shit. He just go out winning punches." I said that before the fight. He throw everything heavy. Okay.
But you know what's so
But if
crazy?
Brian Norman didn't have that in him, he would have been knocked out like everybody else.
You know what's so crazy? What's the difference in Jin Sasaki and goddamn Williams Zepeda, bro?
No, it's not. Lighter
Defense.
punches, but defense,
Defensive ability. That's it.
and lighter punches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, bro? I mean,
But
I'm saying that's like the same level of opposition.
Yeah.
But
no, like I'll
one
say
person
this.
got all the praise in the world for their shit, and then the other.
No. I'll say this, but I do get where you're going though. I do get where you're going. This is where I agree with you with. One throw heavier punches, right? Which is Jin, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Zepeda throw lighter, and he throwing volume. Okay, salute to you,
Right.
Captain.
Yeah, they got different styles, but I'm
but
saying they kind of like the same level.
the names was different. So like if Jin name was higher, B Noah got more praise. You get what I'm saying? Because he was in there with a guy that typically knock his opponents out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, versus the Zepeda. No, it's not the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get where you're going with it. It's just somebody's name was put on a pedestal higher than other. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now I wanted to go here with this. Now, you go to Brian Norman's box rec, right? Tells you after the Boca Chica fight, you feel what I'm saying? He fights Santillan. Several months after that, you feel what I'm saying? He fought Boca Chica in March, and I believe he fought Santillan in May.
Yeah, I
right?
was say after that. Right.
So now you see a whole year, then a whole year gap. You feel what I'm saying? Then he comes out and he knocks out Cuevas, and he knocks out Jin Sasaki. The Santillan win, though, that's the one I want to go back to.
Okay.
Because the Santillan win is 5 months. He hadn't got his hand surgery yet. So he outboxed Santillan. That's what people forget. And Santillan was a guy that they wanted to move. Top Rank really wanted to move
that was a
Santillan.
guy. That was a guy.
He was projected to be the next champion with Santillan.
He was.
And Brian Norman Jr. was supposed to be that step-up fight and put him in there with a good, solid puncher. You feel what I'm saying? But stylistically, Santillan was supposed to go out there, show out, and style on Brian Norman Jr. Brian Norman Jr. outboxes him. You feel what I'm saying? And stops him. He outboxed him and stopped him.
He beat the fuck out of that boy.
So when you look at that fight, that was a fight where he still had hand issues. So now, me still being a big Devin Haney fan and congratulating him for taking this fight, I think it's a bit too soon. But look, you Devin Haney, so fuck it. Derek Cuevas, you feel what I'm saying? You knock him out in 3. Then you knock Jin out in 5. And he's telling y'all, I got my hand right. The other shit was, go ahead.
No, I'm about to say, not only that, he told the world the truth. See, this is what I admire about him. He told the world the truth. He said that the lights was getting to him. He wasn't used to being on a big stage like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know, in other words, you should have got me while I was green.
He
I
would
wasn't
watch.
used
He
to
was
all that
rushing
shit.
his. He used to rush his work.
Yeah,
He
it
used to.
was.
That was his only problem.
Yeah,
He was
he
just
was
rushing his
like
work,
he
bro.
knew he was smothering his punches. He
Yeah.
put
And that
all of it out there, and he
yeah,
was
and
like,
that
"Now
rushing
I
of his
know."
work, also created a secondary problem, which was distance.
Yeah, that's why I
That's
said
how
he was
Boca
smothering
Chica
his work.
dropped you. You
Right,
feel what I'm saying?
exactly,
Because in that fight, you
exactly.
just kept on displaying that you have a problem with distance. You
Now,
feel what I'm saying?
now, I
So
re- now remember, I am a big fan. I don't give a fuck. Salute to, I ain't gonna say that like that. That'd be dead wrong for me to say it like that. So forgive me. But salute to all the fighters, salute to all the trainers. But I am a big fan of fighters getting dropped early. I am. Because the sooner you get out the fucking way, the sooner you understand. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
Mhm.
The sooner you fucking understand, bro. And he got his shit out early and said, nope, never happened to fucking again, bitch.
yep.
We
And the
finna
fighters,
rework this. And he did. And he
you
did. And that's the thing. He telling y'all. That's the thing about the kid. I was under the big lights. The Bowl Chicken fight. I fucked up because I never been on big lights like that. I was smothering my fucking punches. He told you all his flaws. And
Yep.
then you watch these other couple fights. He corrected
he put it
all of them.
together. He put it together.
He
Now,
corrected all of them, bro. And that's the
Be-
weird shit because like that
because
year before that,
they wasn't even really flaws, bro. He was really nervous, bro. Bro, listen, that man
yeah,
can
yeah, he
fight.
was nervous.
No, I'm
He
saying, but that man can fight though. Like he already could fight how he fighting. That's what
well, his
like that's
flaw. I reason I say
that
his flaws
it's
is because he never been there. You get what
yeah,
I'm saying?
it's new to the world because but you gotta look at bro. He got over 20 fights. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. It was new. It was new to the world,
Yeah,
and it
and he
was new to
built it
him.
from the mud going down the.
He understood when he got with top rank people was gonna be on the TV. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of
yeah,
anxiety. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah,
But now
he
he's used
understood.
to it. It's like, oh, y'all done fucked up now.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah,
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 he's also one of these fighters that understood like, look, if I don't want to get fucked over by turning pro and they just having me sit on the shelf and I can't stay busy and shit like that.
yeah,
So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do what every other great fighter does, and I'm gonna take my ass down to Mexico because they got a good program. You know, me driving from Atlanta to go to Mexico, or just going from Atlanta to Mexico, that ain't hard to do. So I'm gonna take my ass to Mexico, get in this work, learn what it feels like to be in these smaller events and stuff like that, where the guys that I'm fighting may have upside down, fucking
records.
records and shit like that. But these ain't the motherfuckers you sleep on.
Nah, because I hate when people bring that up with the upside down records because the one thing that people don't understand that them motherfucker got experience.
uh-huh.
On any given night, you get beat by a nigga that got to lose a record, bro, because he been there, he used to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's not the same. Like when they talk about tank record, I be watching plenty of channels talk about tank record. I'm like, yeah, but y'all don't understand. Some of them fights were situational fights. You
Yeah,
get what I'm saying? Where like this guy good at going to the gut. I need to see what I'm teaching you gonna help you. You get what I mean? Like you could take a record first, you could take a boxer first 10, 15 fights, and you could dissect the fuck on are they losers or they this. But I want motherfuckers to understand that those people were chose for a specific reason, bro. People
yeah.
think them people were just chose at random. It's
No,
not like that, bro.
no, they're chosen like when you here's a good example that I try to use with people, right? When I look at Abdullah Mason, right?
Mhm.
And I'm just because he's the most recent, highly talked about young fighter, right?
Right,
When you look at how they raised Abdullah Mason,
right,
they gave him certain looks. You feel what I'm saying? We
right,
want to put you in there with a guy with a lot of experience and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We just want to see how you deal with. Then we gonna put you with a come forward pressure fighter. Then we gonna put you
right,
in there with a so-called volume fighter. Then we're gonna put you in there with a veteran puncher. You
right.
feel what I'm saying? And now that you in there with the veteran puncher, what I want you to do is to work on the half step back and setting up the
timing.
uppercut.
Right.
Now, if you fuck it up, he's gonna be the one to put you on your ass. Because when that happened, when he got to the corner, what did his dad say? Did you learn the lesson now? Did you learn it?
He said, now put that motherfucker on a timer.
Exactly.
So told him, put that
So they
motherfucker
knew
on
what they
timer.
was working on with him. That's why I'm like, bro, stop talking about the fact that he was dropped. He was working on something.
Yeah, that'd be the
You
thing.
feel what I'm saying?
And
That dude was tailor made for the thing that they were working on. And because he made that minor mistake, that's the thing that got him dropped. They expected for him to get dropped if he fucks it up.
Right. If he not listening. And they want him like, right, exactly, bro. And I think fans don't understand that. Like,
Yeah, it's like
oh,
y'all
that
don't,
first move, like that's how this shit goes.
he
bro.
better stay away from this, and I don't think he could beat that person because look at who he
I
got
truly
dropped
feel like
by.
I truly feel
Bro,
like
it's
D Norman
like-
is one of them throwback fighters that you should got while he was green.
Yeah,
Now he not green no more, and his confidence is there. The man
he believes
talking,
in himself. He believes in his
himself.
skill.
It's gonna be hard, bro.
And he believes he's a champion. You're not gonna
Because this
beat
is what
that.
gets me about fans.
And he
It's
from
not always about your fucking skills, bro.
and he from DeKalb County.
Yeah,
Oh, he from DeKalb?
I feel you. I feel you on that. I
Hey,
feel shout
hey,
to
but
Y'all
look,
niggas is
shout to
crazy in DeKalb
bro.
County. That's where everybody killing each other on the first 48 in DeKalb County. Somewhere in DeKalb County.
Salute. This is DeKalb County, but I'm gonna say it like this.
Yeah.
You should got the kid while he was green. You know what I'm saying? Not after he believes in himself. Because you can have all the skills, and I say this time and time again. I watch boxers. They be having all the fucking right skills. I'm talking perfect. The one
They
thing
don't
they
believe in
lack
themselves.
is heart. And
That-
you can't have heart if you don't believe in yourself.
You know the
Big
first
Baby
name come to
Anderson.
mind. You know
Big
the first
Baby
name.
Anderson.
Facts.
You know who the
Big
second
Baby
person?
Anderson.
You know
That's
another
right.
person. First person come to my mind is Boots.
Yeah,
When
that's
I
why
ain't
Boots
gonna
got
say
the fuck up
Boots,
out of 47. It
I ain't
wasn't
gonna
no
say
weight
Boots.
shit.
You want? I think got Boots. You want? I think got Boots.
What?
Suits all my East Coasters, but East Coast got that arrogance, bro. And AC
Yeah.
East Coast, they got the arrogance, and they hold on to that prominence that come with when they get a buzz in boxing.
Man, you
That
take
shit
it
don't level out, bro. It don't level out. He got to let go of the arrogance and come to the level of where he's at in boxing. You
And that's-
understand what I'm saying?
No, I know exactly what you're saying because that's the problem I tend to have with New York fighters and fighters that come out of Brooklyn or Harlem or anything like that, or even the Bronx, because it's like, bro, once you
I
start
got
to
I
get
gotta
that
get up
rec-
out of here, fellas. I'm gonna fall back and listen to y'all.
All right,
sure.
for sure, fam.
All right.
Appreciate you, Casino.
For sure.
once you get that notoriety to whereas when you go to like the hot shopping block, you know, if you're in the Bronx, you up there on like 140 something and or Grand Concourse and Third or whatever, and everybody recognizing you and the store owners in the clothing store that you always wish you had the money to go in there and shop, and now they got pictures with you, they kicking everybody out and giving you shit and, you know, giving you crazy discounts. You know, that type of shit go to your head. This is why Berlanga crashed out the way he did leading up to that fight. Yo, this is my shit. This New York.
Right,
Talking all of that,
right.
you know, all that superhero shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because you let it go to your head. Same thing happened to Shannon Briggs. Same thing happened to Gerald Miller. You feel what I'm saying? Same thing happened to Zab Judah. All of these guys that came from New York. I would see Zab Judah in clubs like, dude, you are a boxer. The fuck is you doing in the club at this hour? Like when I would see
Right.
Tyson in the club, Tyson show up in the club early. Like
Hold
when
on,
the
real
club ain't
quick. I gotta
even
pay the water bill. Keep it going. Keep it going. I gotta pay
like
the water bill.
when the club ain't even really packed like that, and he would just snatch up like half the girls and stuff like that, and then break out. He'd be gone. You feel what I'm saying? Before 12 o'clock. You seeing some of these other boxing dudes, and they want to be up in the VIP with the rappers and, you know, sitting with all the champagne bottles and all of that, and you just like, yeah, you on the clock now to lose. Now that I seen you here, you know what I'm saying? So for me, the East Coast, it's like it's a gift and a curse to be a champion coming from the East Coast because number one, it's so hard to make it. Number two, for you to get that type of notoriety and you're competing with basketball players, you're competing with street legends, you're competing with rappers, you're competing with, just all types of people and stuff like that. And when your name ring bells like that, it hit different. It hit different than you're in a rural state in a small town and shit like that. But when you in the East Coast and especially a place like Atlanta, because you got College Park, you got what else? Gwinnett County, you got Atlanta, the city of Atlanta itself. Then you got MLK Drive and the little type which I kind of call like the little projects over there and everything. You know what I'm saying? And all of that stuff, bro. When you walk around and everybody talking to you and they recognizing you again, that shit hit different.
Yeah. Like you said, I was hearing everything you're saying about the bravado and all that stuff. It don't level out. Sometimes you gotta get grounded.
Yeah.
Boys like he bringing Boots, like Boots got that bravado. You know what I'm saying? Where he feel like he made it, but don't have those fights to say you made it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And he gotta get that in, bro. Like that's the thing, man. Like you can't come out here and be like, I'm the man. Ain't got nothing to show that you the man.
Yeah, and to go back to the point you were making before when you was talking about being a fan of boxers getting dropped early. I'm also a fan of boxers getting dropped early, and I'm also a fan of young fighters facing their toughest competition early because whether you win or lose, you're gonna walk away a better fighter. You feel what I'm saying? And
right, exactly.
That's the type of thing that when you talk about
everybody.
resumes and stuff like that, you could honestly say, yeah, but look at who he fought when he was like, look at who he was fighting before he had his 20th fight. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when
and my thing is like when fight, I try to tell everybody like fighters who don't get dropped early, when they finally do get dropped, then you can just expect them not never be the same.
Yeah, exactly. And I was gonna bring
Ever.
up fighters like, for me, fighters like Boots, fighters like Shakur, and stuff like that. If they should get dropped, I think mentally they're gonna it's not gonna work out right for them because I don't know if how they view themselves
Right.
really is gonna start to shatter. Like,
Right.
no, I'm too good to get dropped like this by
That's
this
what
nigga.
happens.
Now I'm gonna go out here and destroy this. Now I'm gonna go out here and destroy this dude, and you set yourself up, and boom, you down again.
Yep.
Now you looking like, hold on, let me get this together, cause nah, fuck that. This nigga dropped me again. You feel what I'm saying? And we've seen that 1,000 times between fighters that had mad talent, and they got in there with the wrong one, and the wrong one just demolished them because their ego won't let them stay down for the full 8 to clear your head. Yeah. You just want to get back up and get right back in it, and boom, you down again.
That's what happened to Tim. When Tim got up against Fedor, I said, dude, what the fuck? Bruh. No, that one fight he kept getting that. What fight was that? Martin Zaliev.
Yeah.
I said, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Dude, take the 8. You know what I'm saying? Like, he jumped right back up. Like, no. Like, I knew with as fast he was jumping up, I was like, yeah, he finna lose, bro. Like, damn, like, but you get knocked down early in your career, bro. Like I say, you get up, you win it, you learn from that shit.
Yeah,
but
you stay poised.
That fucking don't get knocked down. We ain't talking about glove touching. Them over their ass touch the fucking canvas, nigga. They never get up the same.
Yeah.
Never. When they get starched, yeah, it's like y'all talking about PTSD. That's why everybody talking about Devin right now, bro.
Yeah, you know who's gonna be another one who about to suffer from PSD? PSDD, whatever. However,
Who that?
watch Berlanga.
Berlanga.
His
I think he
ego
already
got him
suffered
fucked
from.
up right now.
He already suffering from it. Talking about the raps and shit. I did my last show like, bruh, y'all need to look that shit up. I'm gonna tell you something, and I want to say it this show because I didn't say it the last show. If y'all think he got cheated, that means his own team was in on it.
Who said?
I want to make that clear.
Wait, somebody said Berlanga got cheated. Versus?
Yeah, they said Hamza hand raps and shit, right? And I saw his hand raps, right? But I was trying to tell everybody, like, you got New York, LA, and Vegas, right? I know for a fact, if you check that box that you got brittle hands, they'll allow you to, like, stack your knuckles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, stack the top part. And I was trying to explain that to people. And I was like, that's nothing new, bro. They talk about they cut one of his hand wraps off, not the other. I said both of them were signed by New York State Athletic Commission, and in addition to that, one of his coach or somebody was in there watching the motherfuckers get wrapped.
Yeah, they marked each one of the knuckles. You feel what I'm saying? And then signed it. There was two signatures on the hand wraps. There was one on the top and one on the bottom. And then they checked off each one of the knuckles.
I'm like, so was Berlanga team in on it then? Like, what the fuck y'all trying to say? Like, he trying to stop it. His wife that came out talking about, I don't know if they're married, wife or girlfriend. He was cheated. No, he's not. He's not, bro. And I'm a Bud fan, bro. Bud has had stacked hand wraps. Canelo's has stacked hand wraps because where they fight at. Now, every state don't allow that shit. But y'all gotta understand that every sanctioned state has their own shit. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
If someone was to make that argument to me, you know, it's always this. Okay, so why didn't your guy also stack? If you said he stacked, why didn't your guy stack?
Right.
He could have easily did the same thing.
He could have did the same shit. Said my hands. All you gotta do is check the box. Like Nike said, that's why Mayweather only fought in Vegas. Facts. If you go look at Mayweather hand wraps, bro, I swear to God, nigga.
And Mayweather would not let no puncher use no puncher's gloves, no horsehair gloves.
Exactly, bro. I'm trying to tell motherfucker like y'all.
And that's that whole Mayorga. Who was it? Where was it Mayorga or somebody where they showed a video of them arguing over the gloves? They were arguing over puncher's gloves.
Yeah, over puncher's gloves.
Exactly. It's like, bro, that's what they for. He's like, but fearless, they're fucking puncher's gloves, bro.
They're puncher's gloves, bro. That's why I try to tell people, like, it ain't just about, like, y'all got to know the formalities of this shit, bro. On everything I love, bro. Like, you got to know where they fighting at, all that shit. Before y'all get to call some shit out like that, whatever. I watched Bud hand wraps get wrapped. I was like, damn, Bud, how much gauze you need over your fucking knuckles, nigga? But he was in Vegas.
But for me, here's where I always counter that argument to where people sometimes talk about stacked hand wraps. I asked the question, so they stack their hand wraps and put on a regular glove, right? Regular 8 or 10 ounce glove. Yeah, okay. So let me ask you this question. What about the fighter that's a heavy puncher, let's say a Deontay Wilder, let's say a Terrence Crawford, let's say, a Tank Davis, let's say a Ryan Garcia, a Regis Prograis. What about all of these guys where you saying that's wrong? What about all of the guys that use puncher's gloves for that advantage?
Facts.
Because once I punch you a couple of times, that padding in between my knuckles, that shit is gone. That's why Tyson Fury shit was showing like that. Exactly. Because Paffin is a puncher's glove.
I'm glad you said that because I pointed that shit out and I brought up Mayweather videos, Roy videos, Earl videos. Bruh, you catch it in the back of the fucking, in the back before the fight happened, I brought all them videos up. What they doing? Banging their hands together.
Yeah.
Banging,
and I'm like,
they moving that fucking horsehair out the way, bruh.
Exactly.
They
so I'm
banging
like, bro,
and shot their gloves, bruh.
You're telling me about stacking, but the boxing commission allows punchers gloves, horsehair
Fact.
gloves, which in my opinion are 10 times more dangerous than a motherfucker who's just
Swear.
looking for a little advantage in stacking his shit just to protect his knuckles, as versus the guy that after the first 3 rounds are in, if I'm throwing punches, especially body shots, bro,
Bruh.
I done moved so much material that when I go upstairs, you gonna feel that shit.
It's old footage of showing Mike Tyson punching the wall.
Yeah.
The wall. Moving that shit. Like, people don't understand that, bro. And then every Mike Tyson fight, as he's coming out, what is he doing? He punching his gloves and pushing them.
Yeah.
He's pushing them hoes. Like, that's why we try to tell people, like, why y'all try to call people cheaters and this and that nerd bullshit? Bruh, it's not hard to figure the shit out, bro. It's not hard to figure the shit out.
Miss me with that's what I'm like. Miss me with the stack bullshit when there's puncher's gloves that are actually legal. I'd rather fight a nigga with a stacked glove that don't punch that hard than to fight a motherfucking knockout artist in some puncher's gloves, bro.
Facts.
You gotta give a fuck. Like, are you fucking stupid?
Facts, bro. They don't get it, bro. I swear to God. I swear to God. And they talk about, look at this pattern, like, stop it, bro. And then on top of that, it's after the fight, so he been sweating his gloves, so the gauze done formed to his knuckles. You know what I'm saying? So they looking like, oh, look at this shit. Like, stop it, bro. Y'all tripping, bro. Y'all tripping. I'm like, bro, y'all have to know what's going on in the state you fighting in. I promise you, it's not by design. These motherfuckers fight in certain places, bro.
Like, y'all niggas don't know what punches gloves do. Look at Earl Spence' face when after Bud got through with him.
Facts. Like,
that's just what punches gloves do, bro.
They
and
don't
Bud had on punches
it.
gloves. Those wasn't standard fucking, you know.
Hey, see, they think all gloves are equally made.
Yeah, bro. Nah, nigga. That's why niggas was questioning the fact of, that's why Whistling came over and Derrick James just touched the glove, because it wasn't that he was looking for stacked hands or nothing like that. He was like, I want to see how much material was moved over there, because, bro,
like,
you had my guy face fucked up early.
He squads while he was talking. Yeah, bro. Like, bro, like, people don't understand. Like, I want to make this clear. Each glove doesn't come with the label, this is a puncher's glove, this is for people with brittle hands. No. It's just going through the motion. You know that horsehair moves, bro. It's strands, right? It's strands in there. So you can move it versus cotton. You understand what I'm saying?
Layers of cotton and other shit. Other heavy denim and cotton.
Right. So you know, like when Mayweather fought Madonna, right? They fought in fucking hospital gloves damn near. You know what I mean? So with Mayweather to fight in, he had to fight in, bro. You know what I mean? But Mayweather honestly fought it his to protect his hands. But I'll be damned, I'll let that motherfucker get some Reyes gloves. Hell no.
Yeah. And here's the thing, depending on where you are as far as being the A side, I can now have custom gloves, custom puncher's gloves made for me for a championship fight. And you being the B side can't say a fucking thing about it. It's like, these are the gloves champs chose, so what do you want to do about it? Look at Deontay Wilder and when he was trying to talk about Tyson Fury's puncher glove. And they was just like, no, it means nothing to you, champ. You're not the champ no more. He's the champion. He's the A side. Shut the fuck up and accept it.
But I got one step further. You brought up the person I was going to say. Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, the first one. If you go back, look at the beginning of the fight, he stuck his hand in gloves out. I don't like it. These motherfuckers brought a new envelope of gloves out.
Yep.
And changed the night. I said, when the fuck you get to do that?
Yep.
When do you get to do that? And it was some black and gold gloves and matching shit. But the gloves before that wasn't that. And I was like, You can't do that. Now that was some shit to rave about. Nobody said nothing about that shit.
Exactly.
And he still got his ass handed to him. But in the motherfucking day, I was still like, no, these motherfuckers brought a whole nother. From where?
When Tyson fought Mitch Green, and I'm going back in history. When Tyson fought Mitch Green,
I call
right?
him Jerry Curl, man.
That's the first time I've ever seen a side champion have a custom glove, custom puncher's glove made, because they kept on talking about the custom gloves Mike Tyson got made for this event. And that's why every time he hit what's the name? The Jerry Curl juice was all over the place, and he was just moving all over the place. That's why the nigga just decided that the safest place for me in this ring is to hold this nigga.
Swear to God, bro.
You feel what I'm saying? Because if I hold him, he can't punch me.
Because beat the fuck out of Mitch Green, bro.
For real, yo. Mitch Green was lumped up everywhere. I heard stories that, you know, in Ring Magazine afterwards, they were saying Mitch Green was throwing up so much blood and pissing so much blood because those body shots that Mike Tyson was hitting.
He should have put some Jericho juice on his face and his stomach. Because, nigga, that nigga had, I swear to God, that nigga had the truest St. Louis Jerry Curl ever, bro.
For real, bro.
That nigga shit was swishing left and
right. For real. And he had the little afro growth underneath it that made it look a little extra puffy.
I swear to God, bro.
Like you had the hood version of the Jerry Curl.
Fun fact. Jerry Curl started in St. Louis, bro.
Word?
Yeah, swear to God. It was a dude here that invented it. Swear to God. I can bring the commercial up now, bro. Where he had a commercial there to come get a Jerry Curl because he invented it.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh, there, I can look at it right now and play that shit. That shit would be hilarious. I swear.
I didn't even know. And I'm gonna keep it a beam with you, bro. I am old enough, right, that my Aunt Vicky, who was a hairstylist, had me and had my Aunt Vicky, who's a hairstylist back then, had me and her two sons in Jerry Curls. For real, bro.
Bro, I swear God, I'm gonna see if I
We out there looking like Sugar Ray Leonard when Sugar Ray Leonard had his show on Jerry Curl.
That nigga Mitch had the long shit though.
For real. Mitch had the pullback shit that you gotta brush and comb your hair backwards. For real. Our shit was just like the little Afro Jerry Curl shit, like how it looked on the little box and stuff.
Here
like
it is.
that.
Here it is. Here it is. I'm gonna play this shit. Y'all finna die fucking laughing, bro. I swear to God. I'm finna play this shit. How you add this shit? Add. Oh, they changed the settings. Okay, here we go. Share screen there. Yep, here we go. Yep, I'm gonna play this shit, bro. I remember watching this shit growing up, bro. That's why it's called a Jerry Curl, because dude's name was Jarrell. All right, I'm gonna play. This shit is so fucking funny. This shit used to come on my TV all the time, bro. Damn. Hold on. Can y'all hear this shit? Hold on. Can y'all hear this shit, bro? Can you hear it now?
Nah,
Okay, you can't hear. Hold on. Y'all gotta hear this shit was so corny, bro. Back in the day, nigga. Oh my God. Oh, stop shit. Share screen. Window. Share tab. Wait. The share audio, share tab, or well, what the fuck? That's not giving me that option. Hold on.
But I'm tripping because Homeboy looked like he's straight out of a Robert Townsend movie. Like
I promise you, bro. Yeah, bro. This shit wild, bro. Okay, boom. Okay. Now I see what it says, so I put you down here. Oh, I see. That's why. Okay, hold on. I see what I gotta do. My bad. I see what I gotta do. I got it now. There we go. Boom. Search that shit. Boom. There it is. All right. All right. There we go. There that shit is. This motherfucker. Oh, why is playing? This shit's so weird, bro. I swear to God, bro. This it right here, bro. Can y'all hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah. This it. This used to come on Channel 11. And I swear to God, when I was a kid. This is the motherfucking shit. That's the nigga that invented it, bro. Jarrell's Curls. That's where it started at, bro.
Wow, he was a hairdresser.
Yep. He started that shit, bro. And took the world by storm, bro.
Wow,
Bro, that shit was corny as hell.
That's crazy.
Swear, bro. That shit fucked me up, bro. I was like, damn, bro. And to see that nigga with that damn curl, he get hit, and that shit go swish.
Yeah. And his shit was wet as hell. Like, his shit was just wet, like.
I swear he hit that nigga whole shit.
And he had the little Superman thing right there combed over. Like,
facts, bro. Boy, that fight is unforgivable, bro. I swear to God, bro. I was like, damn, bro, he knocking all the juice out your curl, bro.
For real, yo.
Up.
His shit was dry by the time the fight was stopped. He just had like half an afro.
Right. Hey, that make you think though. How that motherfucker shit did get in his eye and Tank shit got in his eye.
Yeah.
Bruh.
That's a low blow right there, bro.
Motherfucker was spraying that shit all day. That nigga shit was greasy as hell coming in that motherfucker, bro. You know
Tank
how
fans just hit them heavy Tank fans just hit the dislike button on your show, bro.
I know they
like,
did,
oh fuck
bro.
this nigga, man.
Motherfuckers were shouting.
You just compared my guy to Jerry Curls, man. You just compared my guy to Jerry Curl Juice. That shit is wrong, bro.
I'm saying though, Jerry Curl Juice compared to Blue Magic, bro. Which one is most liable to run in your eye?
Oh, Jerry Curl Juice, bro.
All right, then. Bitch didn't fucking fold. That motherfucker said Blue Magic got my eye.
Don't play a game of basketball in the summertime and you got Jerry Curl, bro.
Oh my God.
You're gonna be like, hold on, my eye. I got something in my eye. Wait.
Oh my God.
Grabbing your t-shirt, like, wait, hold up.
Oh my God.
Hold up, somebody got some water?
Right, for real, bro. You trying to
Hold on, let me run over to the fountain real quick. Let me run over to the fountain real quick. Let me wipe my whole face off.
Hey, what's your predictions for tomorrow, AC?
Listen, for Dubois and Usyk, I've been on the fence so fucking hard on this fight. I honestly, bro, it's a goddamn shame the way I've been flip-flopping. Because 1 minute I got Usyk winning because I think just the experience and stuff like that. But then I'm thinking, maybe this time around, it may look like Schofield versus Tevin Farmer. Because we looking at an older Usyk, and I'm like, did he age between those wars he had with AJ, the wars he had with Fury, and then people tend to forget some of the heavy fights that he had, at cruiserweight because
Right.
uh, what uh, what Tony Bellew was giving that motherfucker the business before he stopped him.
Facts.
He was actually losing that fight to Bellew.
Yep.
Getting his, you feel what I'm saying? But he found something, turned it around, made some adjustments, and I think it had a lot to do also with Bellew blowing his gas tank with trying to put in that type of work, and he just wasn't conditioned for it. So um, when I think about it in that term, the smart me says go with Dubois. He's younger.
Ooh, really?
He's younger. It looks like he might have put some stuff together, but you feel what I'm saying. But then the other side of me says stay with Usyk because even after that situation, he stopped Dubois.
Let me
He
ask you a
stopped
question.
him.
Before you get to your other prediction, I want to know if I'm tripping. Am I tripping where it seemed like UK heavyweights, they're more mental than skill?
Yeah, because they're drilled on technique, and it with drilling into the mind technique is if you're getting caught, it's because your technique is flawed.
Mm,
You feel what I'm saying? The two go hand in hand. So if
right.
I'm getting caught or getting beaten, is it because the guy technically better than me, or is it because my technique is flawed? So now you got them debating in their head which one it is, and that right there, while this dude is still punching on you, is not good for you.
Like I had this thing with UK heavyweights. It's like if you can get their mental, they lose the fight.
Yeah,
It's almost like they mentally check out, like fuck this shit, I don't care. Because I feel like Dubois was doing great in the first fight until he saw that they ruled that low blow, and after that, it was like I don't even care no more.
yeah,
You know what I mean? AJ same way with Ruiz, the first fight, and
uh huh,
I just had this thing like if you can get in their head, it's a wrap. Usyk and AJ same thing. If
yeah.
you get in his head, it's like I don't care how the outcome has. You know what happens because, and I don't know what that is, bro. It just seemed like that's something that plagues them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just want to make sure I wasn't tripping. You know what I'm saying? I know you were a person to tell me if I'm tripping.
Nah.
But whatever.
I don't believe you tripping because when you know when people make personal observations, it's not because I seen it in one fighter and I'm gonna paint this brush with all UK fighters.
Right,
When
right,
I when I'm
right.
talking to a person like you, I know for a fact that you went through at least three, maybe four fighters that had big names, and you've seen, okay, I watched you come up, then I watched you in this tough fight, and then I watched you just mentally break down. Okay, that's one. Okay, now I'm watching another guy, and I'm not looking for the same pattern, but when it happens, it
Yeah,
brings me back to the first guy. Then I see it with
yeah,
the third guy.
swear.
That brings me back to the second and first guy. And it's not like I'm going into these fights looking for this shit. It's what the fighters show me.
Yeah,
So my observation is not based on me, trying to see what's going on and making leaps and jumps.
right.
It's always in hindsight of watching the fighter lose and
And
then
that's
making that adjustment to say,
the
yeah, why
reason.
am I
The
seeing this
reason.
pattern in many UK fighters?
The reason I bring it up because I can't remember who it was. Joseph Parker. It was somebody who made Dubois quit on a jab, right?
Uh huh.
And I was like,
That was
man,
Joyce.
that was
That was
Joe Joyce.
yeah,
That's right, Joe
slow
Joyce. That's
Joyce.
right. That's right. Two light skinned niggas. My bad. But like, and then I saw him fight Usyk. Okay, yeah, I agree. That was a knockdown. He should have been, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Undisputed. He should have had them belts. But after that, it just looked like when it wasn't ruled a knockdown, it took something out of him and it allowed Usyk to get the better of him. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's mentally depleted. And in this fight, that's why I don't know who to really pick.
And
Like
that's where I'm at.
give it Dubois that he is coming off a very good streak. You know what I'm saying? But I have this feeling like something is gonna happen where Dubois is gonna say fuck it. I don't know. I don't know, bro.
See,
Maybe I'm just not totally sold on Dubois, but like
the fight that made me give Dubois a pass and say, all right, I'll start fucking with you again, because when you quit because of you couldn't get out of the way of the slowest puncher in this era's heavyweights, in Joe Joyce, you couldn't get out of the way of his slow ass jab. That means to me you had no head movement and you did not understand the line.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So I gave up on him. The fight that brought me back to saying, all right, let me show some interest in this guy again. And I'm gonna say it like this, because this fight he was about to do it again, and then something turned, something clicked, and that's when he fought Jarrell Miller.
Yeah.
Because he looked like he was ready to quit, and then that next round he just came out and said, "I'm not going out like that."
Yeah, he came out dominant as fuck.
So that's the fight that I said, wow, he was just about to be right there. And then, I don't know if it was his corner. I don't know if it was him. I don't know if it was the fact that he's going to have to live with his little sister becoming undisputed.
Hey, she's a bad motherfucker, bro.
And you being the big, bad big brother, and you out here quitting.
Yeah, Caroline, people ain't even what, boy.
Like,
Caroline a bad motherfucker, bro.
So at the end of the day, it's like, all right, maybe it's the thought of you being second fiddle to Caroline that said, you know what, I can't quit. I can win this fight.
Yeah.
And whatever it was, I don't know what it was. I'm speculating heavily, but whatever it was in that Jarrell Miller fight, I said, all right, Dubois, I gotta give you your respect on this one, bro. You earned my respect back on this performance, because you were at that verge and then you turned it around and then you got the victory. So congratulations, bro.
Right.
And after that, then I saw what he did with AJ, and I was like, whoa.
Man, I had that fight all wrong.
Whoa.
I had that fight.
I knew he was gonna beat AJ, but I didn't think he was gonna do him dirty like that.
Bruh, I was going by the walkouts. I said, man, AJ, focus. I said, the boy looked motherfucking nervous. Boy, that shit flipped on me. I said, what the fuck? This man tried to get up with his face. What is he doing? It's over.
Yeah. I was like,
that threw me. And I agree with you, the Caroline Dubois reference, because, hey, I'm going to tell you something. She on her way.
Yeah.
And you know they don't fuck with each other, bro.
Yeah.
You know they don't fuck with each other, bro.
What, not anymore?
Up. No,
I thought he was saying in the little Frank Warren did like a little mini documentary about him. And in the house that he lives in, the mansion that he bought, you feel what I'm saying? His pops is there with him, and he said his sister is there with him. He went and showed everybody her undisputed belt. And he was like, yeah, I'm trying to do the same thing as her. He said, we work out right here, and she and I tend to work out in this room.
And according to her.
And that was before the AJ fight. That was leading up to the AJ fight.
She said, according to them, they don't fuck with him like that because they don't want her to box.
Wow.
They feel like ladies shouldn't box. They don't want her to box.
That's crazy work. That's
talk, bro. You go to her X thing, dog. Like she got a thing on her. Like, yeah, they don't want me to box. Don't
No,
fuck with
I'm
me
I'm
like that.
saying this crazy work based on the fact that in that little like lead up to the fight type thing, and that was the only thing
Yeah.
that Frank Warren actually did for that fight leading up to AJ. Um, it was
And she
super
trying to fight Terry
informative and
Harper. I
everything.
think she's trying to fight Terry Harper or somebody next.
Yeah, I was just like, wow, he was just talking like, yeah, me and my sister always working out. This is where we work out, this is where we get in our training, in between going to the gym and stuff like that. Either she's in here or I'm in here, and she had her
Maybe
belt
they
right there.
reconciled. Maybe they reconciled because on her ex, bro, she had this thing on her like, yeah, I always wanted to
How
box,
long
but they
how
wouldn't
long
let
ago
me.
was it?
It wasn't that long ago, bro.
So maybe something happened after that.
She was
Who
like,
knows?
they never wanted me to box, and that's why I started this is late and then and she was going in like they ain't gotta like me. I don't care. I'm gonna box, bro. This is what I want to do. Like she
Damn,
was going in on that shit, bro. I'm like,
that's crazy work.
damn,
But yeah, I
word.
also heard that she, that I don't know if it was her or Alicia Baumgartner.
Oh,
One of
okay.
them was asked, would they be willing to fight each other and shit like that. And I think she was like, yeah,
Okay, Capdo said the dad don't want her to box, and Daniel would never go against his dad.
okay.
Okay, I can understand that. I can understand. But shit,
Yeah, I
hey,
can.
that's what she want to do. You gotta respect it though. Like, and she good, bro. Ain't like she garbage or she's out here making a ass. Of the
She's
girl is
fucking
actually
undisputed.
good. Yeah,
She's undisputed. She with your son ain't yet, and she got no losses.
like
Your
real
son got
talk. Oh,
losses.
girl throwing hammers, bruh. And she
Like,
going all the competition. They don't want no smoke with her, bruh.
bro, y'all tripping if they trying to say that they don't want her to box. That's the you feel what I'm saying? She the
Facts,
ones who
bro.
gonna
I
bring the
agree.
accolades, and then let Daniel bring in the cash because he's a draw, but she's gonna be the one with the accolades.
Right. Like hey, let that girl do her, bruh.
Yeah, man, don't rob her of her fame, man.
That
That's the
girl
lane she
doing her
want to take,
thing,
bro.
bruh. I'm talking about. I'm like that girl gonna fight too, bro. She not no bullshitter. She
Yeah,
way more fast started than her brother. I tell you that. That motherfucker don't give a damn. I'm more scared of her sister than him.
yeah,
That
definitely,
motherfucker gonna come to fight. He gonna beat your ass. You hear me?
exactly.
Let me ask you, AC, what you think of that? Did you see the Clarissa Shields call out Layla Ali?
It's like Clarissa.
What did you feel about the video? Did you see the video?
No, I didn't see the video. I heard about
Oh
it,
my
and but
god,
but
bruh.
understand this. Understand where I'm coming with this.
Uh
Let's go back to a young Clarissa Shields when she was on her way to getting her first undisputed. Right?
uh
She was talking gorilla shit, and this is maybe a year and a half, no more than 2 years after Layla Ali officially retired. Layla Ali was always willing to entertain the fight with the young Clarissa Shields. You feel what I'm saying? Layla Ali was on record saying that she would come out of
I remember that.
retirement to fight Clarissa Shields if the fight made sense and everything. You
I
feel what I'm
remember that.
saying? We all remember stuff like that, right? We all
Yep.
remember Clarissa trying to call her out, telling her she was too old, she had her time, yada yada yada, and most of us boxing fans were like, regardless of what you saying, that old lady will beat your ass. You feel what I'm saying? Like Clarissa, you got no punching
Yeah.
power. Layla Ali knocks bitches out. You pillow fisted. You feel what I'm saying? At least in some of the boxing circles I was fucking with. So, when it finally came down to it, and Layla Ali, I think she had spoke to, I think it was Bob Arum or somebody to actually make the fight. And a real offer was sent to Clarissa Shields. And Clarissa Shields said she didn't want that fight. You
Uh-huh.
feel what I'm saying? She said
Why
she
why
did
why
not want that fight Layla Ali just went on, rode into the sunset, told everybody, I told you so. She was just a big mouth. Clarissa Shields ain't mentioned Layla Ali name never again after she turned that fight down and shit like that. Would get pissed off if somebody mentioned Layla Ali and the fact that she ducked that fight. And now you want to come how many years later and try to call
Right.
this woman out?
I want you to see this. I want you.
Shorty, sit your ass down.
Oh wait.
We got the 15 million. Let's make a fight between me and you, the best versus the best, the greats versus the greats, the GOAT versus Muhammad Ali's daughter, Layla Ali. Let's make it happen. Mark, what else do we got?
Look, we have the two most prominent
This
venues in this
shit is
country,
so
Cowboy
like-
Stadium, T-Mobile Arena, ready to go. They're extremely
know, it's
interested.
like,
We just have to finalize deals and dates with them.
What do you
Most
call it?
importantly,
Like-
though, Ruben Branson, Win Records,
The whole
thank you so much
shopping
for
network.
supporting us, because that's what allows us to make this offer.
Thank you very much, Mark. Win Records' assignment was to bring forth $15 million. We have the $15 million for Layla. Let's make this fight happen.
That's what I'm talking about. So you saying we got the 15 million, we got the venue, and we got the dates. Now all we need is Layla Ali. Is he gonna make this fight happen or what? You asked for the 15 million and we delivered.
Bruh.
Like, stop it.
Hold on, real quick. Bruh. That shit was wild, bro. Like all that scripted shit, bro. That fight now taking place. And what credit do you get for fighting a woman that's down there for the hit 50?
Like, what is Layla Ali right now? Damn near 50?
Yeah, she down there 50. She's like 47 or something like that.
Like,
48 years old.
Clarissa Shields.
And I'm a fan, Clarissa, but I'm just like,
Me too, bro. I've been
like
in
what
heavy
the
debates.
fuck, bruh?
I've been in heavy debates where, people thought I was talking crazy because I was like, look, in the world of boxing, we're just talking boxing. There is nobody more decorated in boxing than Clarissa Shields. They like, well, what
Right.
about Terrence Crawford? I said, Bud ain't a 3-division, undisputed champion.
Undisputed champion.
He was the
I'm
first to
glad you
beat
said
two.
that.
She was
I'm
the
glad
first
you
to beat
said
two,
that.
and the
See?
only one to beat three.
There you go. And
So,
a
bro,
lot
when
of
it
people
comes
don't know
down to
that.
accolades and all of that, bro, I mean, lucky there ain't no female lineal championship type shit, because
Right.
if it was, she'd be lineal in all three of her weight divisions, 3-time lineal, 3-time undisputed. So it's like, bro, let's do. But you saying, I said, listen, when it come down to boxing, ain't a greater boxer in boxing right now than Clarissa Shields, and that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you're gonna look at accolades and but it's women's boxing. It don't matter. We talking about boxing.
Right.
Do you feel what I'm
I
saying?
I think Clarissa arrogance gonna kill her because to be able to be the GOAT in her era is not enough, right? And if you beat that old woman, it's not gonna do anything for you.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't do anything for you, bro.
No, it doesn't. You want to show us you the GOAT right now? Let's see if you can cut weight and go out there and fight. Who's homegirl that just fought Amanda Serrano?
Okay, Taylor.
Fight a
She ain't
Katie
gonna get that.
Taylor or
She
Amanda
ain't gonna get that
Serrano.
little, but she can
Huh?
go fight Michaela Mayer. She can go fight Sarah
Yeah.
Marshall. She can go fight. It's names out there that she can meet like 154. You know what I mean? Like she can go meet them, but like, dude, just accept that you are the GOAT of your era, bro. And,
Yeah,
and I'll
that's
be real
it.
with you. Layla was a GOAT of her era, but she's not above you because you 2-time gold medalist. Candace mother you ran it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, Clarissa shaped the women's division as we see it now. These motherfuckers fighting like dudes, bro, with technique. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like, and when Layla fought, it was only certain women that fought with technique. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
All of them wasn't fighting with technique. A lot of them
Christy
motherfuckers
Martin fought
windmilling.
with technique, but she got a
Right,
lot of losses.
right. Wolf and Wolf fought with, but
Yeah.
a lot of them didn't fight with technique. Nah, everybody fight with technique, and I ain't gonna lie, from Clarissa Shields. That's why I always campaign for her, because they be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, no Katie Taylor, no women boxing." Like, stop bullshitting.
Nah, Layla
People
was
don't
the GOAT.
understand that Clarissa went pro first.
Yeah.
They was in the same Olympics. The
Yeah.
same.
Here's the crazy shit.
2012. She went
It-
pro first pro fight. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but
Here's
they'll
the
put that on
crazy
Katie
shit.
Taylor because of the face. You get where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
But like,
Here's the crazy shit.
But
The
at the
2
end of the
years
day,
back to back, Clarissa won. The 2 years back to back, Clarissa won her gold medals. You got to think there were men, prominent names that didn't gold medal, and she was the only American that gold medal in boxing.
facts.
You
And
feel what
because
I'm
she
saying?
didn't look the part, they won't give her no sponsorships. But they gave Katie the sponsorships
Yeah, exactly.
because she looked the part. So I'm gonna recognize that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think she should be chasing this.
Nah, this
It's
is
not
the,
even a unicorn, bro. Like, she had her era, bro.
you had the chance when you was young, Clarissa, but you knew at that time, skill wise, Layla
You
would
weren't ready
beat
for
your
that.
ass.
Right. You weren't
You-
ready for that.
You feel what
You
I'm
weren't ready
saying?
for that.
So
And I don't think she should have went for it then. Like, I
Yeah.
think these kids today don't understand that to be the greatest ever, when you say that, the GOAT, what that means is you the GOAT of your era, right? It takes more than what you do in a fucking ring to be the GOAT ever.
yeah,
Like 100%. So
Yeah.
if you gonna be the GOAT in the ring, you the GOAT of the era. But what you do outside that motherfucker and in the ring, it plays a big part. And that's why I did the argument of Ali and the whole, but you can't, nigga. When you want to compare yourself up, why people get mad at Mayweather, oh, I'm better than Ali. No, you're not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, you're not. You not gonna put yourself in jail. You're not gonna let go of your belts. You're not gonna sacrifice what that man sacrificed. You know what I'm saying? You're just not finna fucking do it, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
He has as many fights on his shoulders as he did in the ring. You know what I mean? You're not gonna fucking do it. So like, to accumulate that ever part, it takes a lot more than what the fuck you do in the ring. Because at the end of the day, it's a sport. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a fucking sport. So like, no, she should be cool where she transpired the sport to be, and harp on that and keep on trucking.
Yeah,
To
she-
fight this woman at her age ain't gonna do shit for you but fucking hurt you.
Yeah,
If
when
you
Clarissa.
beat-
Yeah,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say for Clarissa, for me, when I look at her for where she is right now, I think you looking for your last big fight, your payday fight, and I would say that would be the only reason why I would see you even trying to entertain a fight like that. But that's not the fight to do it.
Yeah.
For me, where I would probably say is to take your experience and what you've done in women's boxing, right? Co-sign yourself a young female fighter or two. You feel what I'm
She
saying?
got,
And bring them
signed
along.
somebody. Yeah,
You-
she got a fighter.
You feel what I'm saying?
She's starting to be a promoter. She got a fighter fighting on her card.
Oh, okay. So for me, that's where I think where she should really be using the leverage that her name has in female boxing
Yeah,
to
I agree.
really, maybe say, you know what, I'll partner with a Jake Paul because he know how to work them numbers and shit like that, and I'll partner with a Jake Paul, and I'll put some fighters on some of my fighters on the Jake Paul card.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll talk to Bob Arum and some of the old legendary trainers to see if I could get me a female fighter on one of their cards and shit like that. And you should really be advocating for for women's boxing, and really be trying to bring more women into boxing. So, you know, the things that women boxing are missing, like saying, all right, who could be candidates for lineal champion? You feel what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Let's advocate for different whatever in female boxing and shit like that. Let's get some real solid promoters that are gonna support the female fighters and push for these female fighters to be on the Riyadh card
There
or
you
be
go.
on the you feel what I'm
I agree
saying?
with you,
And
bro.
Clarissa, you can have that ability, but you want to make stupid shit like this. You want to make rap videos trying to call out Remy Ma and all the
Dumb
other
shit.
dumb shit. Like,
Dumb
bro,
shit.
like we don't want to see you as a an influencer online. Your
Right.
influence should be in the sport that made you who you are.
Facts. I agree with that, AC. I agree with that. I don't believe that your influence should be anywhere else but in that ring unless you bring somebody else up.
Yep.
That's it.
Like,
Because you have the stature. Use your stature to bring your fighters up. Like I said, get on Riyadh so you can bring more awareness to the women's boxing league. Do all of that. You know what I mean? Versus fighting fucking old, not I'm her age. I shouldn't say old, but like, a 47-year-old Layla Ali. Like,
yeah,
bro.
exactly.
That's her time. And to be fair, Layla did spark it first, but Layla didn't want to let it go. But let her simmer, let her do what she gonna do, and you keep going what you gonna do, and bring these other fighters up to be in greater, better paydays. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, and that adds to your legacy outside of the sport. You get what I mean? Like, she did her shit, and she brought all these motherfuckers up. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you do. That's something that she didn't do. That's
yeah,
something she could have done, but she didn't do it. You do that. Make the women's sport, like I said, fuck the beef with Jake Paul. That shit petty as fuck. Hey, Jake, I got this fight,
yeah.
and I'm willing to hit line on the card to finance this shit. Let's get this shit cracking.
That green
Are you
paper age a little bit better than beef. You feel what I'm
I
saying?
promise you. I promise you. And that's why I want to show you that, like, that shit looked so scripted.
Yeah, bro.
That shit looked so scripted. Like, what the fuck is that? And
Yeah,
it
we
made
don't
you
want to
look
see.
thirsty, bro.
Yeah, we don't want to see that.
You put a whole home shopping network commercial together to get Layla Ali. Are you fucking serious, nigga? No.
Yeah.
No. You're past
How
that.
you
You
gonna
are the new
offer?
wave. How are you the new wave if you looking backward?
Yeah, it's like, how are you offering a fight with Layla Ali 15 million and you haven't made 15 million in any of your boxing matches?
My nigga. Again, that's about your third time taking what I was gonna say.
Sorry
My
about
nigga.
that, bro.
Great man. Oh, it's good. Great mind thinks alike. I ain't mad at it.
For real, I'm like,
That is to me, it proved I ain't crazy. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm not mad at that at all, AC.
yeah, because it's like you went to your record label,
Man.
to a record
Right. Like,
label
what
to
is that?
borrow $15 million from a record label. Like, do you know who you in bed with for that money?
Right. Like, did you have to fucking, how much interest you got on that shit, bitch?
For
Like, what is
real.
you doing? You gotta get this shit together.
Yo,
Concentrate on the forefront, not going backwards.
listen, listen. Pap gonna have to make a lot of albums to pay that 15 million back, bro.
Promise you, AC. When I saw that shit earlier today, I said, "What the fuck are you thinking?"
Like, why you mix Papoose and all
Hey,
that, man?
and
That's
there you go,
wrong.
there you go. I'm about to say, go back and watch AC. You gonna see Papoose on some this
For
shit.
real.
He said like, yup. I'm like, no,
Like-
Papoose, this ain't it, Papoose. This
Like,
ain't
Pat,
it, bro.
come on, bro.
This ain't it, bro.
Oh,
This
bro,
ain't it.
bruh.
But AC, man, I thank you for coming on, man.
Yeah,
I'll be
for
back
sure. It
on
was a
tomorrow
good
for the
cook,
Usyk
man.
tomorrow, man. Hope to see you through. But yeah, I'm gonna go and shut it down right here, fam.
Yeah, great
Hey,
cook, man.
AC,
Good show.
big. I know you're a big New York fan. I gotta put this out there. See Nas baited Jim out, right?
Who?
Nas
Uh-huh.
debated Jim Jones. Did you see that?
He debated Jim Jones.
No, he baited him out, bro. He I
Oh,
don't give
for
a
a battle?
man. No, he's on Rakim new album, right? But Rakim made him change his verse. So them niggas leaked the verse that he had before that. That verse was
Ooh.
about Jim, bro.
Ooh. I'm gonna go
Bro,
search that.
yeah,
I'm gonna go
go
search
look that
that.
up. So I'm gonna ask you
I'm
tomorrow,
writing it
bro.
down right
I
now.
was like, oh my god, he didn't say his name, but bruh, you gonna be like, damn. Okay, Jim, don't answer, don't answer, don't.
No, Jim Jones know better
Swear to God, bro, do
because
not answer that call.
he know better because in the battle rap world, he still ain't recovered from what Jada did to him.
Bruh, that nigga said, that nigga said you should be a ground faced up, booster face.
Wow.
Bruh, I ain't gonna tell you everything. He ain't say his name, but you knew the stuff he say, you be like, I know he talking about Jim, bro. He talking about Jim, bro. And I was like, Rakim, not Rakim, oh my God, I just said his name. Who I said his name was? From Wu-Tang Clan, bro. Stop playing with me. If I say Ghostface Killer, who would Ghostface Killer, AC?
Ghostface is from Wu
I
Tang.
know who Ghostface is. Who ride with Ghostface? Raekwon.
Yeah, Raekwon. Yeah.
It was supposed to be a Raekwon album. Raekwon said, no, nigga. No. I'm not finna be known for that. That's y'all shit. And so he leaked it out. Just look out leaked verse from Nas
Okay.
and for Raekwon album. You gonna see. It's called Nata or some shit like that. You'll see it. You'll see it. Yeah,
Okay.
you see, it's fire. It's a fire ass verse from Nas too, bro. It's fire. All right, AC,
All
man. I
right, man.
appreciate you, fam.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely.
Bet. Hey, salute to everybody that came through, man. I appreciate everybody who came through, hit that like button. Everybody on X that retweeted, reshared. I see it. Trust me. And everybody in this chat, man. I salute y'all. Real talk, man. I will be back for the Usyk Dubois. God damn me, I can't think of my boy name. Hold on. Manny Pacquiao, all that, all the fights. Go be here. Show up, show out. You understand me? I'm your boy Slick 50, man. It is what it is. I love y'all. Real talk, man. No lie. Deuces, man. I had to come back. I had to come back. Because I had something I want to say. Make sure you big up your family. Make sure you big up your homeboys. Make sure you support all of them. You understand me? Before any social platform, before any of that, make sure you support the ones that you know, that you recognize, that's trying to be great out here. You understand me? All right? you be a whole ass whoever if you support me before you support the people that you know. Real talk, bro. I mean that wholeheartedly. I know most content creators wouldn't tell you this, but support those. You understand me? That's really out here trying, bro. Real talk. That you know personally. Because a lot of them out here doing it and they fam, don't nobody support them, don't nobody do nothing for them. It don't take shit to watch and like, hit a like button, do that, all that shit. Do that for your people. Don't be no bitch ass nigga, be no fake flogging ass nigga, or none of that shit, bro. On me, bro. I mean that, bro. That's something that's been on me, man. I had to put that out there though. But support your peoples, bro. Support your peoples. Real talk. And those who support me, that take time out to support me, I really do appreciate it. All right. Now I'm going this time for real, for real. All right, y'all. Deuces.